Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Castle Mac's presentation of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. If you're joining us for the first time tonight, know this. We're nearly done. The heroes have achieved one of the 3 keys required to open the fabled Vault of Dragons, supposedly hiding a massive, massive fortune. It wasn't easy, though. Our characters managed to defeat Manshun's clone, the very Manshun clone who had formed a splinter faction of the Xanathar, called the Black Network. And in so doing, under Davil Starsong's direction, our player characters have helped unite the Xanathar and strengthen them. Where we pick up, our characters, bedraggled and beaten but victorious, are returning to their tavern, the Blue Boat, where there are a lot of people counting on them there.
Why would you add that in at the end?
Because I like to twist the dagger sometimes. Lydia? Little tiny bit of housekeeping real fast.
Tiny, like,
these shirts are courtesy of our friend Maddie. You know him as So Maddie Games.
You know him!
These are from So Nerdwear. I'm trying to make sure it's all visible. These are awesome, so definitely check out So Nerdwear. Thank you, Maddie. We love them. Oh, we got the flag wave going. Dun, 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 dun,
Wait,
dun,
can I put my hand in it?
Nobody wanted to join with me.
No,
All right.
I only do the butte part.
Okay, gotcha. Second bit of administration. We do have a giveaway tonight, and I've been bad about remembering, so I need all of you to help me remember. Tonight is a set of tabletop loot. Well, it's a $20 gift card to tabletop loot, so you can buy your dice. Courtesy of our friend Zombie Knight, so if you're watching, thank you. 2 more things, and then I promise I'm over. Next up, we will be doing Storm King's Thunder. What are you guys goofing at?
You're canceled. You're over.
This is what I work with. I'm done. I hate it here.
All right. Well, see you guys next week.
I'm a professional. Where was I? Storm King's Thunder will be next. I estimate that we have tonight and 2 more in Waterdeep Dragon Heist, after which we will be taking 1 night off, and then we will return full bore with Storm King's Thunder with some really awesome characters, so hopefully you guys will hang around for that. If you're watching later on YouTube, that'll be a new playlist to subscribe to, and we thank you for watching. Finally, the night of April 27th, we are returning to the Edgar Allan Poe Museum for a follow-up to our live stream from August of last year. It's going to be extremely exciting. It's a direct sequel to the story, written yet again by the wonderful Kelsey Dion of the Arcane Library, and we could not be more excited. I don't think there's going to be any cicadas joining us this time, but hopefully we do get some bats, some praying mantises, some car horns, all the other stuff that made that so memorable.
All the good stuff
Yep.
that we love.
Yeah, we do have different audio systems now, so the cicadas, even if they were present,
The
probably
audio
won't be as
system
bad.
will hopefully
the cicadas,
mitigate.
I think, were like one of the best parts.
It's that season 1. Yeah, no more cicadas, I guess.
Alright, we pick up with the door to the Blue Boat Tavern flying open. The 4 of you walking in your clothes are tattered. You're in rags. Enid is being supported in part by Hydarion. She's just so done. She's blue. She's several inches shorter than when she left, which is strange for you, Hydarion. You're sort of like having to reach down to kind of help her walk through the door. And Myrdia immediately is like, oh my god.
I'm also older.
You are also older. You got a shock of white hair.
You look like wrecked.
I've given Minor Illusion the entire way to make Lady Gond look like a small corgi.
Okay, cool.
I'm just continuing to Minor
Oh,
Illusion the
awesome.
whole time.
That's great. That's fantastic. Myrdia sees you and is like, oh my god. And she runs over to you and touches your face and she's like, what happened?
Am I shorter or taller than Myrdia?
You are now shorter than Myrdia.
Okay, look up better.
Yeah, she's looking down at you, hand on your face. The tavern looks different to you now because you just got a several inch different perspective.
I'm gonna be the worst server now, even than I was before. I don't even know if I would be able to talk about it yet because I also just killed myself with my own fireball. So.
All right, you are too weak to reply, and Myrdia's watching. You can see Medredin looking out from kind of the back area, and Koros comes out. He's wearing a stained smock now where he's been cooking, and he's sort of looking at you all. They're all just kind of covering their mouths. Medredin rushes up and pats your face, Hydarian. Your beard is very patchy right now because it did in fact burn off from many of the various fire effects of the last 2 days, some of which originated from Enid's wild magic. And she's looking up at you like, what happened to my boy?
We ran into
A swamp bunk.
What is this swamp bunk?
Heidi can tell you all about it.
Well, when
Myrdia is giggling. It's like,
when one wizard calls upon the wild magics, you never know what will happen, and that is kind of like a swamp punk.
can we make you food? Are you hungry? And then they look down to see a gargoyle sitting there, and they're all sort of like, the gargoyle doesn't move, and they're kind of looking down at it like, was it?
It's always been there.
Allow us to present the great agent of justice of Tyr, Lady Gond.
And with that, her wings stretch out. She stands up on her hind legs a little bit. They all take a step back, and she bows, says, I am at your service. And they're just like, I will get some food for everyone.
I'm going to go behind the bar, pull out a wine, pull out a glass, and just a little bit more, and just start drinking.
I'm gonna spell phone up Finfina.
Okay, spell phoner.
My rail stone.
You can certainly go
I'm gonna
visit
be
her.
like, you up?
She hasn't responded? Like,
WYD.
You mad? Yeah.
New
WYD.
stone, who did?
New stone who dis. I love it. You can certainly go visit her if you'd like. She is at work, presumably. It's the middle
of the day, right?
I think it was relatively like middle day, like 1 or 2 p.m. So a little after lunch.
We went through all of this before,
Time also was a little squirrely in his
Yeah.
extra
okay.
dimensional
That makes
sanctum, but yeah,
I
more or
still
less.
hate all
Are there other people in the tavern right now?
There are, in fact. It's pretty light. You know that you get a pretty light lunch crowd because you're not really known for your food. The food is fine, but you're known for the atmosphere in the evenings, and you guys do good business in the evenings. But there are a couple of kind of regulars, kind of just eyeballing you guys and like kind of whispering to each other. You hear like a chuckle, and I mean, people go about their business.
We're like where people go to happy hour after work.
Yeah. So, meet you at the tavern? All right.
I'm going to admire my crystal cane
It's a
That's
nice
right.
cane.
and just...
I picked all that stuff up and I dropped it. I didn't care. I did get the seed though.
Yeah.
I mean, Whistler was on the way. I'm like, I will take it.
Myrdia, she grabs some of your stuff, and she's like, I'll run this up for you. She runs it up to your room, no problem. So you're on your way to see Finfina? No? Okay.
I changed my mind.
Okay, alright, no
I
problem.
was gonna see if I could maybe send someone to get her. I think I'm too scared to leave with all the things I have on my person.
Yeah, fair enough. There's Torville, there's Torval's son. Why is his name escaping me right now? It is... Oh, gosh.
Percy.
No, Rickard.
Rickard.
I'd probably throw him some gold pieces and be like, hey, what are you doing?
Okay. Yeah, in fact, he's sitting on one of the tables. He's got a book folded over, and he's taking some notes. Looks like he's maybe studying.
I'll give you 10 gold pieces if you go fetch someone for me.
He's like, oh, of course. Who can I get for you?
If you could maybe bring Finfina here, that'd be...
He's like, oh, at
Very
the
lovely.
capery? Mm-hmm. Be right back. And he kind of walks out, and you hear him exclaim to his dad as he's coming down. He's like, almost done with my homework, Dad. Be right back. He's like, all right, boy. Still working.
I think Hydarian would sit down and attempt to start making some salves out of herbs and stuff, and start just rubbing them on his arms.
All right. All right, you bust out your
Yeah.
your previously unknown salve collection.
I feel like living with an aspiring botanist,
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
he would have
Yeah.
And being a
I broke
Here you
Lydia,
go. Put
sorry.
this on your arm.
Dude,
Yeah.
being a ranger makes
Yeah.
sense. I think your parents. Yeah. Just roll that out, put it on your arm. I'll
Ew,
eat that.
now you have to
I'll
eat
eat it
that.
Honestly,
I don't know why lid's broken.
Do you need some salve?
Lid goes as Enid goes. She's broken.
I'm so slap happy. All right.
All right. Yeah. No, you do. You set out to start. You've got
Yeah.
burns all over. Your clothes are tattered. Like they're gonna need repairs or new clothes. You guys are in a pretty damn bad way. I mean, you barely survived all of that. What were you gonna say, Sean?
oh, is Dabble here?
He is not, but
Got
you
it.
don't know where he is just yet.
Okay.
You do know that he has a room. Well, your room.
Yes.
And there's the common room upstairs as well. So he may very well be there.
Yeah, that's. I just meant on the premise. I'll go look for him.
Okay, yeah,
I'll go look
okay.
for him.
In that case, yes, you come upstairs and you find Davil there. He is in the common room. He has a large table set up. You see Yagra, the half-orc from the Yawning Portal, who you've seen a couple of times. She's sitting with her arms crossed, as is that gnome that you saw coming in and out of his office.
The money man.
Yeah, the money man. And you can see him, and he sees you, and he has a portfolio open, and there's kind of papers all over the place. And he sees you, and Davil's like, "It's all right. He's friendly. He's like, well, anyways, I was going to tell you that the shipping business is certainly going to get an increase if we can put that ship to good use." And Davil's like, "We'll discuss it more later. Thank you. You're dismissed." He's like, "Of course." He folds his stuff up and puts it in his little portfolio. He's like, "Pardon me." Puts on a little cap, and he walks out. Yagra's kind of sitting there, and Davil's like, "Whistler. Does anyone else want to join Whistler for this scene? You can if you'd like."
No, in fact, when Whistler got up, I would go take a seat and start drinking his wine.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of leave it, and she's just like... You find you have to reach up for the table a little bit.
Just hold both hands. Both hands.
It's a little bit strange. Yeah, so he's just like, "Whistler, you survived. Did you find it?"
We did. Manchun and the one clone that he had here are both dead. Actually, I have his heart right here.
Like, you got that.
He's like, "Wonderful. Wonderful. Yagra, we can put things into motion now." She's like, "All right." He's like, "That's fantastic."
Those of the Black Network that we left alive and anywhere, we did say that the Zentrum would probably welcome them back with open arms, if they were useful enough.
He's like, "Of course. Some of them will welcome back. Some will, unfortunately, well, we'll have to clear the taint, if you will."
Of course.
There was a difference in ideology between the Zentrum and Manchum. Now, there's no one really left to rally the remnant, so I suppose that falls to me.
I suppose it does. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Don't I know it? What are you goofing about right now?
That was so funny.
I don't know what's going on this side of the
I
table.
don't-
As per usual.
I question your sincerity.
Well, you'll be happy to know I think I have a plan. This was largely Yagra's idea. We think we can get you into the Xanathar's lair, and we think we can create a distraction so that you can grab the key and get out. We'll talk more about it once you've all rested. It's not without danger, but I suspect you're used to that. And he looks at your, shirt torn open, burns
My-
all over your blue
My
skin.
fifth fucking cape is burned. I'm like, well, we always knew it'd be a dangerous last bit. I think before I rest, I'm going to go pay a visit to Rainier Neverember.
That sounds like a good idea. Maybe he'll provide some of his blood while you're there.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for.
Are you going to tell him?
I don't see any reason not to. Rainier's been a friend so far and understanding. If he declines, I'm sure he knows that the city is a dangerous place. It's not a threat from me, but...
Very true. Very true. Good thinking. And with that, you head out.
I head out. I'm gonna change my fucking clothes.
Yeah. You clean up a little bit. What do the rest of you do? So we'll come back to Finfina arriving. Lid, you, Enid, just hanging out downstairs.
I do think after I finish Whistler's wine for him, before I go to bed or do anything else, I want to get that seed over to Bala.
Okay. All right, we'll come to that after Finfina visits.
That's fine.
So not long after, you're chilling downstairs. The lunch crowd is pretty much left. Everyone that's down there is Enid, Heidi, Koros is in the back cooking, Medredin is busying herself by kind of cleaning up, and Myrdia is kind of flitting back and forth, doing various errands. And door opens, Finfina comes in, Rickard's behind her. Or is it Rickard or Rickon? Rickard. He kind of nods to you and smiles and goes and sits back at his desk.
Flip him a
Alright, he catches it.
tenner.
He's like, thank you. Goes and sits down, and Finfina's like, oh, God, you look like hell. What happened?
You know.
He's like, well, that cape is ruined, so I
Does
guess
she seem pissed about it?
not pissed, but just concerned. I mean, you guys look like absolute shit. Like, you went through the grinder. Your clothes are burned and tattered. And she's like, well, I mean, I guess I'll have to replace that. And looks down and there's the gargoyle sitting there. Of course, for her, it's like this high.
Oh, Finfina, Lady Gone, Finfina.
She sticks her hand out and the gargoyle shakes her hand. She's like, okay.
Well, maybe, I could get another cape when I, return later.
Sounds like a plan. I'll have one ready for you.
However, in the meantime, I was thinking maybe you could help me out with something upstairs.
I think I can. Kind of looks around, turns beet red a little bit. She's like, yeah, no, after you.
Pretty much, I'll just summarize it. First of all,
That's a good idea.
we definitely gonna whatever, because in Nami's head, she thinks this might be like, she's like, shit's getting real, I might die.
Yeah.
Like,
Where is your room located in relation to everyone else? I forget.
I might die. I better get it
She's
on
the
with
second
it.
floor.
It's our floor.
In fact, you pass by Davil, and he's like at the table outside your room, and he's like, yeah, Grip, perhaps we should relocate. He kind of starts gathering his papers up. And they come downstairs and work in the common area.
secondly, after that, I'm gonna try and see if, she can help me hollow out my boot. So that I can hide the key in one foot and the stone in the other.
I got the key.
Stone's probably too big. Stone's about that big.
Okay, so
It's
then
like
the
a big old potato.
I know you have the key, but
But the key could totally be done in your boot.
just
Absolutely.
because if we die, I don't want anyone to get there.
It makes sense. Yeah, I mean, more than an hour passes, and then you ask her, and she's kind of like, oh, sure, I guess we can. And she looks at your boot, and she's like, I think I can make that happen. And she takes both boots, and she's like, I can hollow them out for you. I might add a little bit of height to them, just for integrity. You want to still be comfortable.
As long as I can still move my feet, that should be fine.
Of course.
You know these fancy feet.
She's like, then I'll see you later tonight.
You haven't had your fill yet. Okay.
All right, and you stay for a while longer. She's convinced.
How's she gonna hook up with somebody and I have the highest charisma and I am able to get with one person this whole time?
Davil's been staying with you. I assume.
You said he was like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. I think it's
He's like
safe to
his
say.
intel.
I think it's safe to say that's happened as well.
Yeah, but not.
Thank you, Dungeon Master. It
Don't
happened.
take away from Nami
But
and
you didn't get
Fantina's
to
love.
summarize.
You can summarize tonight as you get your
Tell
long
us
rest.
how.
Davil will take extra
hot
good
and
care of
heavy.
you because you look so beat up.
Oh my god!
How much detail do y'all want?
Not much. We're good. We're good.
We've got it. It's fine.
Nami's thinking is, I might die. Better hook up with this gnome right away.
They are kind of got a thing going. It's not out of the blue.
It's been like bubbling and brewing.
Did I bring
it's
her
been
flowers
brewing.
last time? Like,
Yeah, it's brewing.
I hope you said that too. Like, look, I might not be coming back, so as much as I want,
oh, you know, I would be like,
Yeah.
I'm shipping out tomorrow.
You know what? I'm gonna give you an inspiration for that.
I tell her about my new ship.
She's into it. She was a
Be like,
former
oh,
I'm
sailor.
gonna I'm gonna
I'd
give
be
you
like-
a ride.
I'd be
She
like,
could potentially be a
You see,
future sailor.
well, I'm a captain now. You see,
Oh, I mean, you got her. She's
and she's
all
like,
in.
oh.
If she gets on your ship, are you gonna like? You want to try to drive it?
Feel the power. Put the sails down. Feel that? That's the open sea.
Give her a spin.
This is from Maddie. Thank you, sir. You're too kind.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thank you, Maddie.
Shirts and a divine pre-roll. Okay, well, so that happens. Tonight is definitely happening for Davil.
Thank you.
We can summarize, but Davil is the one like, you look like you're in bad shape.
We're gonna TPK. I want to know my character got.
Uh-huh.
Hey, brother.
Hey, brother. Got all of the,
Heidi's just rubbing himself with himself in his
salve.
room.
Yeah, he made some salves like, I'll be right back.
We've never ever talked about
But he's supposed to be staying in my room.
He's just hooked up in the
You're gonna
room
come
we're
and be like-
sharing.
He's like in the corner, just like.
He sets them all out on the gambling card table and just starts greasing up.
never once
laying out like.
Father, do we have any butter?
And then Finfina goes, wait, is that Hydarian shit in that room?
Oh, God.
Like he said it like it's something that we bring up.
I know. That's why I goof. You know, I break out my salve kit. I start working on my salves that I've been working on for these 30 episodes. This is courtesy of Desert Raven Gamer. Thank you so much. It will definitely matter tonight.
Oh my
Thank
god.
2 divine pre-rolls. Oh, man. Y'all are a goof bunch.
I'm gonna try to get it together.
Heidi, what are you doing? Huh?
You're like, oh yeah.
Just rubbing my
my
muscles.
Nothing, Mom.
I'm rubbing my muscles down.
Mom, go away.
Oh, God. God. Okay.
Wow.
This is going really well tonight.
Yeah, so far so good. We're off to a serious one. You go to visit Fala. And you knock on the door. And there's a long pause before you do finally hear footsteps come down. And they open the door and look at you kind of gravely. Like, did you use it?
We had to. We had no choice. But I took the seed. And I brought it for you. And you can do whatever you want with it. If you want to destroy it and never see another one, that's up to you now.
It is one of the most vile things I've ever grown. I've changed my life since then. May I?
And hand it to him.
And they take it. Kind of look at it like,
If you started it, you can finish it.
I will destroy it. Thank you. I'm very busy pruning some orchids if you'd like to help.
I would.
They.
Do they
Allow
mention
you.
anything about my appearance?
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Absolutely. Right after that, Enid, you look a lot different. What am I missing? They're more into plants than people. Are you? You're definitely shorter.
A little bit.
And older.
Yeah. I don't feel older.
No? Magic is a strange thing. The weave is sometimes unpredictable.
Probably should have studied harder.
Well, you're still alive, I guess. Shall we?
I would laugh at that too. Well, I died that 5 times, but I'm still here.
You made it. And you go back up, and the greenhouse on the top is repaired now.
Oh, good.
And there's so much beautiful stuff growing.
No sign of the Omnish
No
Sporotat.
sign of the bird.
Are you proud that I remembered what it was?
I did.
Omnish
You know what?
Sporotat.
I'm going to give you an inspiration for that. Great job.
Thanks.
Sean, I know that's like normal for you, having the best memory, but Lid, that's a new thing.
It's okay, y'all.
Does
I'm good.
Does Enid have trouble reaching some plants that she used to be able to reach?
Oh, yeah, you go to water one, and you're like, what?
Oh, Fala has to give me like a step stool.
Right. You got a little elvish step stool. You know what? I'm giving inspirations around the horn tonight, because A, I really like your salves. B, I like your dealings with Davil. It's good stuff. All
What
right.
about me?
You got one
Already
already.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
How'd I get that?
tossed
For
it to
hooking
you.
up with Fina.
Oh, okay.
Everyone gets a sex
hookup
speed
bead.
tonight.
A sex
You got your
bead?
sex beads. The sex beads, dudes.
My My friends and I hang out in their basement and we give each other sex beads.
And they film it.
A description of Castleback. 5 friends giving each other sex beads in the basement. All right, let's get
Listen,
back.
I didn't get a sex bead. I got a bird bead.
You were pruning orchids. All right. You go to visit Renair Neverember. He is definitely in the nicest part of the city, in a fairly sprawling villa, high gated. You get there, there's a guard, and you mention yourself to the guard, and he actually goes to a guardhouse and checks a list, like a list of allowed guests, and he comes back, he's like, first time at the manor?
It is indeed.
He's like, excellent, right this way, I'll escort you to Renair right now. He is enjoying some leisure time right now.
Good. I'll tap my cane and pick it up as I walk.
All right. God, you're such a gentleman about town now.
With your
The
cane.
man about town.
I shouldn't drink anything tonight because we're gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna
spit
wind
it
up
out.
spitting
You're gonna
it.
pee?
No, I'm gonna spit my drink out and then pee.
Okay. You go and he takes you around to a lawn area where you find Renair playing a form of croquet.
Mm-hmm.
He is in like linens and a sweater, because I think we did say it was what, spring? I don't even remember.
I thought it was autumn.
I changed it a bunch of times. It is autumn. Yes, it is autumn. So it's getting chill. He's wearing like a nice cashmere sweater, and he's with another gentleman, and they're kind of chuckling to themselves. The gentleman is an elf, and he's got long white hair kind of pulled back. And Renair goes like he's about to take another swing, and he sees you and it's like, oh, Whistler! To what do I owe the surprise?
I was hoping for a word and to stop by, but I can certainly wait if you have company, or join your game, or just leisurely sit over here.
Do you know how to play?
Do I?
You tell me, what would be the appropriate role?
I'm gonna assume that this is...
I don't think there's a lot of time for this kind of leisure
Yeah.
in hell. Let's say you don't.
No, I just meant, like, I didn't know if it was, like, a royal game, since he grew up nobility.
Oh, that's a good point.
But I'm
You
saying
did
this
grow
might
up
be
that way.
regional, like, up
You know
northern
what, let's
regional.
just say you do know how to play. It's more fun that
Alright,
way. Rear K.
okay.
And he's like, oh, well, the mallets are over there. Have that.
I guess we used to play these in the East Gardens, where I'm from.
He's like, very well. We'll set it up. I assume that's okay with you. This is Lord Voon. Voon, this is Whistler.
Lord Voon, Whistler.
He's like, how do you do? Bows, shakes your hand. And what do you do, Whistler?
Well, I'm an entrepreneur, business owner, also nobility. So, all the things that come with that.
Of course. It's a busy life.
Yes, indeed.
There's my ball. Picks up his ball and goes over to the start. Well, I'll start. It looks like you two have some business to catch up with. He kind of leans into you, puts his hand on the top of his mallet. So, is everything all right?
Everything is all right. Though what we have to discuss involves, well, the entire reason that we know each other.
I see.
And it's a bit more heavier business than that for a raquet game. Roquet.
Rear
Was it
ball.
Rear K.
Rear K.
We're okay. We're okay.
But we can certainly wait. I don't want to spoil an afternoon.
Let's wrap up this game and then we'll discuss later.
Absolutely.
Over dinner, perhaps.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the raid. Welcome party. I'm going to grant a divine
Raid.
pre-roll for the raid. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks.
And you go and play a game of Rear K. Why don't you roll for me? Let's do acrobatics first.
Okay. I got a 13 on acrobatics.
Okay, you come in second, and like you're second the first time around the post. Go ahead and make an athletics roll now. This is the endurance check.
Okay. Nothing there. 17.
All right, you come down. It's between you and Lord Voon. You each have a roughly equivalent shot. Make a dex check for me.
Like a
Just a
save?
check, not a
Or
save,
just
just
a
a
save. Check. I got a 16.
Oh, he knocks your ball into the pinhole, as they're called, and hits the post for the score. And Voon's like, ah, well played, Whistler, well played. I can see you've practiced, but you're a bit rusty.
Indeed I am, though. You are excellent. I can't believe I kept up at all.
Oh, well, thank you. It was a pleasure playing with you. And Neverember is like, Lord Vun, it's always a pleasure. Lord Vun, I hate to cut your visit short, but Whistler and I have some emergent business that's in dire need of discussion. And it's like, I completely understand. It was a pleasure to meet you, Whistler. Bows down again. I can see myself out. He walks, puts on this long, flowing overcoat that drags like 3 feet behind him on the ground, kind of tucks his hands into sleeves that envelop his arms. Walks out with
for
poise.
winter. I think I like it.
And he takes you in, gets a bottle of wine, plops down, and like they have like a nook basically, it's a sitting room, we'll say. Plushly appointed, gets a fire started, pours some wine. What is it, Whistler?
Well, we need 2 more pieces, and the vault is ours.
The vault. It's real.
It's all real. All of it, I'm afraid. All the stories, everything. And a far larger sum of money than was even rumored.
Somehow I think I knew that. I think I did. I had no part of it, you understand.
That was never a question in my mind, with the exception of before we knew you.
So I suspect you're going to be cracking it, and what then?
Well, we've had to make a number of deals around town. That's what it took. Many people now know of it, and they know of your father's involvement. So there's a large thing I need to ask you, but in all honesty, it's to get in there. It's also to keep you safe.
Go on.
It would seem that your father put 2 different keys, of course, with 2 different criminal factions, thinking he could unite them.
That sounds like him. If he can't win it normally, he'll take to the shadows.
Families can be difficult, and sometimes the things that our parents do and want for us are not things that we would want for ourselves or our bloodline.
So, what is it you need from me?
Well, seeing that your father didn't want anybody else but himself entering it, there's also a matter of never-ember blood needed. Being that we can't get to your father, we would need yours. It's only a cupful. Which I know I'm asking you for a cup of your blood, but many people know that's what it's going to take. And I think if you give it willingly now, nobody's going to come after you. Nor do I think anybody wants the secrets of this out.
Puts his wine on the table. You understand how odd of a request that is?
Absolutely.
Given the powerful nature of magics, the cup of blood of a person is so many things you could do. Nefarious things. It's not that I don't trust you.
Sure. If you'd rather me come back, I could come back at the last possible moment. I don't need to do it today.
I think a compromise might be in order.
Please.
I don't know who you've made deals with. I can guess. That money was taken from the people.
Indeed it was.
That money was plundered and pilfered from around the Sword Coast, and it ruined lives. Tons of them. Countless lives ruined. Families broken up. Husbands, fathers, wives, mothers didn't come back from the Well of Dragons. Orphans littered the streets. That money belongs with the people, not bolstering some criminal faction. With a stranglehold on this city, and that much gold, it's not going to get better, it's going to get worse. Some portion of that money has to go back. I understand that you now have debts you have to pay, at least in deed.
You know, even though I've liked you this whole time, I'll admit, I underestimated you.
Oh?
I think it's a rare person who would make that compromise and ask that compromise, knowing that so much gold was at stake. I respect you.
Well, my fortune's made. I was born to it. I have no need for fill my coffers further. But every time I walk the streets, I see the people who need it so much more than I do. And those people are not those spilling blood.
Indeed they aren't. A large portion of that is already spoken for, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about that.
I understand.
However, I can't speak for the rest of everybody else in my party, but I can speak for myself. In some ways, I was also born into fortune. Not quite the one I want, but a fortune nonetheless. I will give most of mine away. If not all of it.
Right.
Also, some very bad things that would have had a stranglehold on the city, chaotic things, and far worse, are now off the board. There is a criminal network that will emerge, but it's one that wants commerce. It's still not good, but it's far less blood in the streets. And trust me, some of the other things that were coming were truly terrifying.
Separating crime from Waterdeep is like separating a soul from a body. One's not worth much without the other. Since the founding of this city, crime has been a part of it. I understand. It's not going away. Skullport, criminal factions, they've got their fingers in a lot of pies. If we can reduce blood in the streets and get some money back in the hands of people who need it, then I'm prepared to help you.
As I said, I think the others of mine would be willing, at least some of them, to give up much of what we've already negotiated. But I guarantee you that I'll give up most of mine. I'll take only what I need. I also may be coming into a couple wards that need taking care of quite shortly.
Well, I'll tell you what. Whoever you're working with, and I can guess now, tell them if they were willing to donate half of what they take in, I would always support them, as long as they keep blood off the streets.
Outside of this donation that you have from me, they would have a guarantee that if they could keep blood off the streets, that Renair Neverember would support them, not seek to root them out.
That's right. Within reason. I'm a practical man.
Indeed. I'll bring that back to them. Again, I can only be the messenger. However, I will put my full weight behind it in any negotiating skills that I have behind it.
All right, then. Well, let's get this over with.
Let's.
He walks into his kitchen, grabs a knife and a cup, sticks the knife into some flames, cuts his hand open, squeezes blood into a cup for you. Fills a goblet with his blood.
It's hard to do from a hand.
You okay if I have one healing word spell slot?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. After that, I will
Cool.
just heal his
Wipe the wound closed.
With I don't know, a genuine moment of just looking at each other in silence. There's no romance or anything, but like an honest, respect.
Yep. And with that, he's sort of like, all right, I need time with my thoughts.
Understood.
Be safe.
Unlikely, but
Send my regards to everyone. I'm thrilled to see your tavern doing so well.
as am I.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
And with that, eventually you all congregate back into the common room of the Blue Boat. Fala is left to their devices. They destroy the seed. They make a fire in the fireplace, stand back and throw it in. You watch. Greens and purples. It's almost like a mini fireworks display in the fire. And then it dies down back to a normal. And they breathe a huge sigh of relief, as if an evil has been removed from the world today. Finfina stays more than she should have, having to close up shop for the day, and then hurries back to work to get to work on your boot and a new cape. Your salves come along nicely.
It's an extensive collection. He's had it
Extensive?
this whole
I want to
time.
believe that it's like they're different colors too, so you look like.
No, I just imagine like they're in these little like jars and.
I imagine there's no actual salves, but he's just like, I'm going to go work on my salves now. And then in us.
Where?
Yeah.
You took our room.
Thank you, Zombie Knight, and thank you, Zombie Knight. You are the donor of our giveaway tonight, so we'll
Hunched
do that
over
in a
in the
little while.
tub. I'm working on myself. Don't come in.
Oh my god.
I will say this: from Hydarion salves, you all can fill back up to 2 greater healing potions.
Got it from them gills.
Yeah, that's what he has to express his gills.
Oh my god.
He has to
His
squeeze
gills
it.
lands.
There we go.
I hate
Smells
this.
like Old Bay.
Oh my god.
Kelpie.
Oh man,
Every single one of you is disgusting.
that's why you like us. Does anyone want to do anything else for the night before you rest up?
I mean, I think I'd like to bring the offer
Okay.
to everybody.
You can be upstairs in the private common room
Yeah.
of your all if you want. Davil has he's in the bedroom now, but he is working with Yagra on stuff. She'll leave eventually. So you guys, we'll say the 4 of you are in the common room right now, and it's private, so you can discuss whatever.
Smell good. Did everybody have a eventful afternoon?
No, it was less than eventful for me, at least.
Didn't sound like it. Heard you working away in there. Busy as a bee.
He smells like gill butter.
And sweet.
Smells like a Gilbo.
Fuck.
Oh my god. Alright.
I can't look at any of you. I can't look at any of you.
Oh man. I'm crying a little bit. Okay, here we go.
I'm really sweaty.
I am too. I'm so sweaty.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Alright, here we go. I'll tell you what, it's about break time.
Let's take a break and come back and catch up.
Hey, I'm going to kick off this raffle before we go on our break.
Jeez.
Here we go.
These 2 knuckleheads over here can't get it together.
I get it, though. All right, we are
Dragon
kicking
Salt
off
now.
the giveaway for a $20 gift card to Tabletop Loot, courtesy of Zombie Knight right here in chat, so you can thank him. Good luck, everybody. Hope you can win it, and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Jesus.
We got the salve.
Hey everyone, we're back! I thought we were over the sillies, but evidently we're
Fucking
not.
good. I was fine.
We were fine. Congratulations, Shifty, on winning some dice. If Zombie, if you're still on the chat, go ahead and feel free to DM Shifty. You guys can get it worked out, or we're happy to jump in and help as well. So, congrats. Cool. Awesome. Where we left off, the gang was in their sitting room upstairs. Below, you can start to hear the din of the crowd picking up as people are arriving now for the evening party and having a good time. There is a couple of new ales brought in via... I hate you guys.
I'm fine.
Via Brick Belly, and people are enjoying it. So, you all are now sitting upstairs. Enid has put a large, book on her chair, so she's at her regular height.
Book.
Basically the phone book, the equivalent of the stone book.
The cell phone book.
Yeah,
Fantasy stone book.
fantasy stone book.
Ina, did you give the seed back to Fala? I'm curious, did Fala plant it again?
No.
No. Was it destroyed? Pity.
Question before we continue. Where is Lady Gond? What would you guys
Did
have done?
anyone let Lady Gond out?
I like the idea better that she's just downstairs sitting by the front door. People are coming in like, oh, that's cool. New gargoyle.
Did
know
someone
what?
let Lady Gond out? She maybe needs to be taken out.
Just curb your gun. Yeah, I don't think we mentioned it, so I
Right.
think she's, just
She's chilling
sitting
by the
down
front,
there.
and someone later like, was that gargoyle in a different spot? No, I probably had too much to drink. All right, so here you are, the four of you.
Well, I got the second key. I went to Renair Neverember. I transferred it to a bottle, by the way. This is his blood.
As far as the first key goes, Francina, she's making a special adaptation for my shoes.
Everyone knows she's your lady by now. That was some.
I'm
that was
still
some
awkward about it.
Yeah. Some
What?
raucous activity.
Oh, after today, they all know.
Yeah.
Oh my. Were they together? I'm so shocked.
No one could have known that one.
Just knowing.
Lydia's really tickled by Hydarian's selves.
I'll be like,
Anyway, I have a adaptation being made to my boot, and just to be able to hide it in there just in case something goes south. And
The old key in the boot trick.
Yep.
Trixie, get me that key out of your teeth bag.
Look at his bag of teeth. Becomes visible like, yeah. No, you don't want it. All right.
Key.
Shakes off tooth dust. There you go.
Might want to wash that.
Well, you might want to wash this.
What is it?
I don't want to carry both of them.
The stone.
The stone? You have the stone. Why would we all carry the stone?
You want me to be solely responsible for both of these things?
I have an idea for the stone anyway. You should hold on to it, but I've been working on something. Anyway, I come with an offer from Neverember. Renair Neverember is perhaps the most noble person I have met in this city. In exchange, he asked that we give as much of the money that we get as we can to the people. It was robbed from them, and they are suffering for it. I made no deal for all of you, but I said I would give most of mine away. The way I calculated, we have about almost 38,000 each.
I'm fine giving a lot of that away. Someone was telling me downstairs maybe a week ago about this town Golden Leaf that got really messed up. Probably could use some funds.
It did.
I think.
Mate, isn't the witch Nithbis there?
Yeah, from what I've heard.
I imagine she could grow a whole nother town.
I think I have no need for gold. Either I follow the captain out to the seas, or I stay here and earn money cooking and serving drinks.
I have 2 kingdoms already, to be completely honest with you.
I personally believe that the more money we have, the more,
The bigger targets on their backs.
exactly.
The more problems we see.
If people know that we gave it away, exactly, we're in the clear. I'm not saying give every penny of it away, but most of it.
Heck, we might even be seen as heroes.
I don't think that people should know that we gave it away. Not anything official. The law is looking for that money. The lords of Waterdeep want that money. I don't necessarily know. We should find a way to funnel it to the people directly.
I mean,
Do you think Cuddy and Garland could find us a network?
You know what? Cuddy and Garland are good for a lot of things. I don't know if moving 150,000 gold pieces is the one I would trust them for.
we could meet up with the Pharaohs of Greenest.
We could.
Can't think of anyone else I trust to get that money back out.
True, I don't necessarily want it all going to a church. Afraid I'd get in a bit of hot water at home. I like all these ideas. Perhaps we can give it to a number of charities, a number of churches. Perhaps we could set up our own foundation. Set it up like it's an illegal enterprise, though it's doing good. People don't necessarily need to know that our names are attached to it. There are a number of ways we can do it over time.
Well, sounds like something we can all come back to later. However, I'm perfectly okay with giving away most of it.
As am I.
Question. Is gold from Waterdeep even remotely valuable in the Feywild?
Good question. Probably, but not much. I have a feeling bartering there is much more strange. It's not like, hey, you want a chicken? It's like, I want your memories of your 3-year-old birthday, and in exchange, I'll give you this enchanted blade of grass. Like, I think it's the economy there makes no sense. So, I think there is some value to it, but probably not. Like, people are like, oh, gold. Yeah, quaint, cool. I guess it spins, but...
Oh, shiny stuff.
Yeah. I think that's a good question. Probably your family wouldn't benefit hugely from that wealth of gold.
All right. In light of that, Enid wouldn't care either. In fact, I don't think she's ever come, looking for money. She just came looking for your friendship.
The real dragon heist was the friends you made along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Or killed.
And the selves. The selves you made along the way.
Dragon Deep friend heist.
Anything else for the crew to discuss?
It sounds like Davil has a plan for us inside Xanathar's. We should probably discuss it tomorrow after we finish resting up.
What do we do about the Lady Gond? We did promise her that we would attempt to lift the curse on her.
That would take probably part of the money that we have to do that. Somebody much more proficient in magic. And probably more of a divine nature than either of us have.
Please don't trust me to do it.
No, you will explode us, most likely.
I think you would guess it's a spell of the 5th or 6th sphere. So, pretty expensive to get any kind of services for that. In fact, probably there's 1, maybe 2 people in all of Waterdeep capable of doing so. One of them being Innis.
Well, perhaps with a large donation to the Church of Annalore, we'll buy something for it. Services. In the meantime, we do have a gargoyle at our disposal with a place that we'd like to keep safe. And I'm talking about here.
A gargoyle.
Nice.
Darian, you're finally getting a sense of humor. It must be the selves.
Every single one of us is just broken tonight.
We have a turret on top of the building. Might as well have a gargoyle there. Probably won't run down enemies of ours, but Tyr is a god of justice.
Are we going to bring her with us?
A gargoyle's strange.
I think she should stay behind and watch over Myrdia in case we don't come back.
I would prefer something to watch over my parents. They put down the trident years ago. It would give me a little bit of peace of mind, at least.
We have a guard, we have Sif, a gargoyle. Your parents are still proficient warriors.
Relatively, but they're not what they once were, especially father. He thinks he is.
I said we offer her up a spot on the turret. Probably not inside. I think that's a bit off-putting.
Is she inside right now?
I think she is. I think she's downstairs right now. During the peak of business hours.
Good.
Can gargoyles, freely move around?
Yeah, but they can also appear to be a statue. So she can, not move. She can just turn into a statue.
But doesn't she also have a human face as part of it?
It's a human-ish face.
Oh, okay.
It's much more human than a regular gargoyle.
Right.
But if you saw her, you would still think that's a statue that someone carved with a human-looking face.
Okay, I was still thinking it
We
was
do
almost
have
fleshy.
eclectic decor already.
Yeah. I think if you all were to peer downstairs right now, there's some young elf with his arm around it, drinking and handing her a sip.
And she's like,
You will come to know the hand of justice. I've had enough, mate.
All right. Anything else you all wish to discuss before you turn in? Everyone can take a long rest, and it's a really good sleep, so just take back all your hit dice. We'll make it a full-on
All
rest.
my hit dice?
Yeah, all your hit dice back.
Good, I don't have any.
So we'll treat it like a 2-day rest,
just
whether
got
it's 2 days or
shred
1.
cheese on me.
Maybe you could take you know what, we'll call tomorrow a planning day, and we'll kick off the adventure the day after. So go ahead and do 2 full rests. It should get you back to completely full.
2 sleeps.
Yeah. You come upstairs to find your room taken over by Yagra and Davil. And Davil kind of stops and he's like, Yagra, it's time we wrap it up. Come by in the morning and we'll discuss the plan. She's like, all right, boss. Packs up her belongings. Whistler.
Yagra, please feel free to get a drink on the house.
Take you up on that, thank you.
No fighting, though.
Of course not. He punches you in the shoulder like a little too hard. And Daggle's like, you went to Neverember.
I did.
And?
I was indeed successful in getting what we needed. I also come with another offer.
I'm listening.
Renair Neverember is perhaps the last honorable person left in Waterdeep.
There's not many, that's for sure.
He's also practical. I let him know the broad strokes. I think he deduced the rest on who I'm working for.
Fair enough. It'd be difficult to miss it with that many clues.
Indeed. He wants to see a number of the proceeds go back to the people. I already made that deal from our shares to go back mostly to the people in order to get his blood.
That was very generous of you.
He has another offer for you specifically. And you don't need to decide right now by any means, but I'd like you to think about it. He says if you give half of what you take to the people of Waterdeep, he will leave you alone. He will make sure, to the best of his ability, that the Zentarim are not hunted, hounded of any sort. He wants blood off the streets. You'll have the money to, I assume, take care of the Xanathars quite handily. The Castellantas are gone. The Black Network is destroyed. You could go legit, or as close to legit as you want to say.
And the path is clear for legitimate commerce.
And you're heralded as a hero to those on the streets who know that you gave it away.
It's a powerful recruiting tool.
Indeed it is.
I'll think about it. It's a good offer.
It's a good offer.
Well, you look like hell.
You know, I always do to some degree.
And with that, we'll fade to black, and it's official that you and Dabble
Scoot closer.
get your
You
thing.
hear tongue
No.
flapping noises.
Yeah.
Let me hear your.
That's,
let me hear your
that was
summary.
us. We were coming close. You look like hell, and I got up right next to his face. I'm like, you know, I always do. Like,
Does he get a second sex beat or no?
No, just one sex beat each.
Do you get another one when you spend a sex beat?
I don't know. Haven't got there yet. The next morning comes. Oh, Raven.
oh man, you lose a hit die, but you gain temporary hit points.
That's pretty good. All right. You all are congregated in your private room again. You can hear Midredin, Koros, Myrdia, you hear Torville and Rickard all busy at work downstairs. You alternatingly hear Rickard and Myrdia giggling at various points, kind of just through the floorboards. And Davil sits down, says, "We have a plan. I think you'll like it." Much of the credit goes to Yagra. She's been working on a way to bring down the Xanathar's network for a long time now. Do you remember when first you met her?
Indeed we do.
In that bar fight?
We helped her fight against the Xanathar, in fact.
Indeed you did. And those men, she's since swayed. For we've learned some interesting things. The Xanathar is not calm, collected, calculating. He's in fact insane. An insanity beyond reason, beyond capability. It's a wonder that network stays together all the same. And it's for to no credit of his own has he held it together. I firmly believe that if we weren't to deliver this master stroke to take it down, they'd unwind themselves in a couple of months. But we'll speed the process along. Yagra has made some powerful friends within the Xanathar network, those who have access to his private sanctum. Thorvin Twinbeard is his chief engineer. They're constantly digging new tunnels, expanding, finding shortcuts. He's extremely disillusioned. And him, along with Gnarl Zibrindis, one of his chief bodyguards, have decided they're willing to help us out. In exchange, of course, for a position of power within this interim, significant coin. But, nonetheless, their goals align with our goals. And to that end, even before we had had conversations with them, they've been smuggling barrel upon barrel of smoke powder into the Xanathar's lair. Yagra tells me they've dug secret rooms adjacent to many of the supporting pillars of the Xanathar lair. If the chief engineer could dig that out over 3 decades, imagine how quickly he could bring it down. He knows all of its weak spots. They're prepared to do so. But that still leaves us with the conundrum of getting you all in. Well, it just so happens that Yagra has discovered the Xanathar has recently taken to Bloodsport. He's had his chief engineer build him an arena 2 years ago or so. They capture all sorts of wild beasts, criminals, underlings who no longer please the Xanathar, and, well, you can imagine the rest. It's vile, but the Xanathar's also made it attractive. Every combat is to the death, but if you survive, the significant payout. So you have people showing up from all over, adventurers, swords masters, even wizards, to prove themselves. That's where you come in. I believe you're capable enough to survive whatever they have to throw at you, at least for the first fight. And from what we've gathered, the Xanathar will privately invite those who he finds particularly amusing to his private chambers. He doesn't do that for everyone, so you're going to have to be on your best game. You're not only going to have to survive the fight, you're going to have to entertain during the fight. Somehow I think you'll have no problem with that. Finally, if he invites you into his private sanctum, the key, so we hear, is prominently displayed. As is the Xanathar's weakness. He has a pet fish, the fool. A pet fish named Silgar. It's a goldfish, and in fact, from what I understand, it's not even the original goldfish, but everyone's been too afraid to tell him. When the fish dies, the entire network goes into a bit of a frenzy to replace it with an identical one so that he doesn't completely lose his mind and destroy everything around him.
My father did that for my younger sister.
Nevertheless, while he is insane, his cruelty knows no bounds. He will destroy you if you look at him funny. I believe that your key to getting out is that fish. Threaten it, grab it, whatever you have to do. And when you start to hear the stones come down around you, you get out of there as fast as you can in the ensuing chaos. It's a gamble. It's the best we've got.
A goldfish. Couldn't have picked anything more useful.
Suppose we can't choose what we love.
This is true.
Do you think he's capable of seeing through invisibility?
Almost certainly, yes.
Damn.
As a beholder, he has numerous capabilities, the least of which is flight, disintegration, turns things to stone, paralysis. You don't want to fight him, to be quite honest. But invisibility, no. I think he can see through most manners of illusions. Now, I think you should wear disguises. They can't be magical in nature. He'll know. But for his underlings who might know you, you have made a bit of a name for yourselves, it could turn south quickly.
I think I already have a disguise now.
I think we can do better. I have a lot of practice at this, and I have all of the tools. I'll need to borrow some of your salves just to keep on the makeup. But I can do it. I can make you all up. It'll be fun.
Right. Yagra's going to wear a disguise as well, and she's going to be your handler, your team captain, if you will. She'll do most of the talking. You'll be thrown right into the pits. From what I understand, they love it when adventurers come down there. They love it even more when adventurers die. But they love a good, entertaining show. So long as you give them that, you'll have access to the Xanathar's private sanctum.
Well, I like it.
It is the final step, and no one said this would be easy. That being said, I do not plan on losing.
Gladiator fights are brutal. I begged my father to take me to one. He hated it. I rather loved it. As long as you put on a show, the crowd will be with you. It's any performance, really. Just one with a lot more blood. No other choice then, really.
There are no rules to this fight, are there? This is
there are
not
not.
some noble's fancy. This is more like fighting on a ship.
It is a fight to the death.
Good. Okay.
But not with militaristic precision. You need to have some flair, some oomph.
Finesse.
No, you kill and you win.
You kill and you win, but if you have the chance, you could just stab, or you could stab through and spray the blood up. Holding your trident
and flick.
victorious. Flick. The crowd loves blood. On a show.
Noted.
If we can add any of the things, like if you can go to flowers again, or, as dangerous as it is, explode with fire, they will absolutely love that.
Don't explode with fire, please.
I really can't help it.
I already lost my beard once, and probably going to lose it again.
Hydarian, I died, so...
I know, I brought you back.
Just so you know how important our friendship is, I'm resistant to fire due to my blood, so I think that it was fine that we met each other. It was fate.
I think so. I'd give Whistler a hug. But I'm really short, so it'd
Yeah.
be around his waist.
Reaching across the table.
I love this blue. It's a slightly different shade than mine.
Well, there it is. The best we could do. He is paranoid, covers his tracks well, mostly because he kills his underlings with fervor. I'm not even sure how they're still operational, to be honest with you. But I assume you all knew the risks when we got into this anyhow.
We're close. We're very close. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Yagra says there's fights most evenings. She'll get you there ahead of time, get you registered, and well, hopefully you catch his eye. Worst case scenario, you have to stay for a couple of days, survive a couple of fights. But I think if you put on a good enough show, he'll see to it that he's watching. Questions?
No, I don't think so. I just need a little preparation.
I don't think there's many unclosed doors in this one. It's fairly straightforward. We go in, win the fight, catch the eye of the beholder. Obviously, it might be a little bit more difficult than that, but
The closer you are, the more chances that this house of cards can come falling down, so let's keep that in mind.
And let's not forget the fish.
You know what? I think we should go look for a fish today. I'm sure there's a pet shop.
Why?
Well, because we have this mimic buddy. We can make a fake fish.
why not just buy a real goldfish? They're useless anyways. Plop it in there, take the real one.
But the whole point is that he sees us with the fish.
If we each have a fake fish, it's not magic. Each one of us has a fake fish. He won't know which one the real one is. Keep those eyes looking around so he can't hone in on it. Is that like? We'll just keep it in our bag. Plus, real fish would have to get water and everything else and carry them around. I don't want to do that.
Don't see his problem with that, but
All right, then. Any other planning?
Just grabbing some more stuff for disguises and
Okay.
things like. I think buying some more flamboyant aspects of like to like put in armor or thing. You know what I
Like
mean?
ceremonial
Yeah.
armor, like a shoulder pauldron that's polished and stuff.
Right, like just to add on to everybody's things to make
Yeah.
it look, you know, a little peacocking to a certain degree.
Sure.
Well,
Cool.
Yeah, I guess.
You got a nice new cape from
Yeah.
Fina.
Looking
I'm-
fresh.
I'm already fabulous, so.
I won't disagree.
I'd probably request that you make me look like a tiefling.
I can absolutely do that. You'd make a good tiefling.
I want to be purple.
I think Hydarian would shave his head into a mohawk.
Tight.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What's Enid gonna do?
We could age you even more.
Enid, we're gonna play to your strengths. A lot more flowers, a lot more earth tones. They're gonna think you're a druid. We'll get some of these vines and wrap them around. I mean, making her look
Cool.
druidic.
All right. We'll say you guys spend the rest of the day today working out your disguises. Any other things you want to summarize that you guys do before then?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think we got anything left.
All right, cool. Then we'll go ahead and jump ahead a day, and we'll cut to you all walking down the streets of Waterdeep in your disguises, looking fabulous as hell, all of you. Strutting a little bit. Whistler's taught you how to walk with
With our
confidence. Yeah. Whistler's definitely walking with his cane, walking with some confidence.
We're gonna walk creepily in unison with our canes, like all at the same time, like.
All right. Got it. Love it. Yagra is walking behind you all, like, kind of shaking her head. She is, in fact, dressed like a Goliath. She has even shaved her head, painted her skin like a stony color, and has dappled on, like, darker blue,
To be
like...
a head shaving party.
Yeah, basically. She helped shave yours, you shaved her head. And she's walking behind you all, and you walk into a small bakery. And you come into the bakery, and the woman behind the counter is like, what can I get you all? And Yagra's like, 3 sweet cakes? She's like, right in the back. And Yagra's like, after you. And you walk into the back. There's a kitchen area.
I thought we were really stopping and getting sweet.
You can get a sweet on
I
the
want
way
a
if you
sweet
want.
cake on my way in.
You're like, but can I really get one? And Yagra walks to the back, and you see a young boy, maybe like 7 years old, sitting on a wooden stool in front of a door that looks like it leads to a pantry. And he kind of looks up and looks back, makes eye contact with the woman at the front, opens the door. And you see a room with a spiral staircase. You head down the spiral staircase, and eventually you reach a hewn stone staircase that heads ever downwards. And after about a full 3 or 4 minutes of descending the staircase, you start to see stone eyes that have been carved into the rock wall. Very narrow, and it's all lit with braziers that are burning continual flame spells, so there's no smoke. But it's like just over your heads, and the eyes become more and more prominent, until after another 10 minutes or so of descending this staircase, where this cool wind seems like it's blowing upwards. You are deep under the Undermountain now. There are eyes everywhere. And as you look, the way the shadows cast on them, they seem to follow you. When you stop and look at them, they're carved stone, but they seem like they're following you. You find it to be a little bit uneasy. Finally, at long last, you reach a landing, and you see one small iron door with the little window with grates on the other side. And Yagra walks up and takes a deep breath. Doom, doom, da, doom. A face appears. It's a drow. Can I help you? It was like, I've brought this lot for the arena. What's the magic word? She says, always watching. It's like, all right. The door slides open. And as it does, you're actually hit with a plethora of very pleasant aromas. You smell food cooking. You can hear laughter kind of echoing through these stone caverns. It's incredibly cool down here, but it's like the perfect temperature. Smells nice. There seems to be just kind of this weird, kind of cheery attitude. And the drow is like, right this way. Turns you down a hallway. The distant sounds of joy fade. And he descends down this other staircase that goes around in a circle a couple of times. And you enter this large room with essentially jail cells. Basically cells with iron doors. And this dwarf kind of looks up from his writing. He has one eye. Let me get my description of this dwarf. He has one eye, and he's got a huge scar that starts here, cuts across his lips, so they're kind of split, like open, like they haven't fully healed back. And when he talks, drool collects before it falls to the ground. He comes over to you all, and you realize you hear, as he's got one leg as well. I am a Mergor, but you can call me master. And Yag was like, I've sent these slugs to prove their worth in the arena if you'll have them. And he kind of stops and looks you each over. He's like, no water here. Fish out of water. Fancy. Let's see what we can do about that. What kind of elf are you?
Short one.
Globule jewel falls out. A strange looking tiefling. Alright, we'll take him. We've got a slot open tonight. You'll be in cell 3. And he walks over, pulls this big iron key ring. And there's a pretty dingy cell. And Yagra says, alright, you lot, get in while I work out your rates. You all go in. As you pass the other cells, you do see other gladiators. For the most part, they actually look relatively happy because they've survived and amassed quite a fortune. But they are also beat up. I mean, they get a chance to heal and everything, and they seem to be fed. But they look like they've seen some stuff. Like, their armor is torn up. You know, you see someone, like, she looks up at you and she's sharpening a pair of twin short swords, and she's kind of eyeing you, wondering if you're the next competition. And, I mean, her short swords, they're all dinged up because your divots have been taken out from sword fighting and everything. You get into your cell, and Yagra goes off and is discussing. You can hear, faintly, you hear, like, gold pieces. If they win, all this kind of conversation, working it out. And eventually she walks by and is like, all right, do me good tonight. She kind of kicks the bars and winks at you all. Walks past you, and you hear her walking up those stairs. And that dwarf comes back over to you. Of his wooden leg. Well, I welcome you to the arena of blood and fortune. If you think you can compete, you can make a name for yourselves. You can earn some coin and live by your blade. However, the arena is to the death, so you win until you don't.
The swinging arm is killing me.
I love it.
He's old and broken. If you entertain the Xanathar and his crowd, he will show you favor, and the scales will be tipped in your direction. Be a boar, and the opposite is true. Get ready to fight. And he hobbles off.
Taxis.
Yeah.
Goodness,
Gremlin Yoda.
Remember, we need to put on a show, everybody.
You always do.
Do we have to keep these things on the whole time?
Yes.
Oh.
And moments later, 2 guards come. They seem to be full-on orcs. And they kind of come up. All right, you've been chosen. Come and prove yourselves. Door slides open. One of them's got an axe over his shoulder, and he's just eyeballing you all. Gets his face real close to yours and snorts. You know. All right, let's move. Let's go.
We'll go walking again, and you. We're intimidating. We're trying to be weird.
I got it. In fact, seeing you all walking in, the dwarf looks up from a desk. He's got some papers in front of him. He's and you all are brought to... actually, you go down a stone corridor. And as you approach it, you can start to hear the distant sound of a crowd. People cheering and clapping in the distance. And you walk to this rickety-looking wooden platform. You can see chains on either side of it, rising up into the darkness. Large crank to the side. One of the orcs is like, all right, get on. Put on a good show.
Alright, let's get in formation.
Yep.
Flying V.
One of these is... Wait, and then... And with a lurch, swaying and the chains groaning and protesting against it, you're pulling up in sheer darkness until above you can see light shining through planks of wood. And as you get closer, they open downward just as your elevator pushes past them. And as you do, you come blinking into the light. Massive chamber. Domed ceiling, maybe 60 feet up, huge, and you can see one side is a layered crowd. They sit about 20 feet above the bottom of the arena. All stone walls in the arena as you come up, and people are cheering.
How high up is the ceiling?
60 feet.
And it's domed, you said?
It is domed, yep. The walls of the arena are about 20 feet up they're 20 feet up before the dome starts. And then there it's like where the crowd is, it's sort of offset kind of backwards, and you can see some doors and some private balconies and stuff overlooking the arena. And as the elevator stops, you kind of look around. You can see people cheering and clearly just so excited for it. You make a perception check with advantage. Everyone else make a perception check.
Got an 18.
10.
17.
Okay.
21.
Okay, well, you, Nami, are just a little, looking at everything. The three of you watch. You do not see a beholder, because that would stand out to you. But in the back of the crowd, walking, like, right towards a door, kind of at the very top back, if you think about stadium seating, you see a figure in purple robes with a high collar, purple rubbery skin, tentacles hanging from its face. It's got its hands kind of folded, and it watches. And as it makes eye contact with you, you can almost feel something probing your mind.
The mind flayer. Remember that fucked you up in
But-
the night?
Nothing else happens. And an announcer comes out. A charismatic-looking elf, dressed like a jester. Like, it's got the 4 quarters, like, red and green, and it's got, like, the classic, like, jester hat, It's like... Friends of the Arena of Blood and Fortune! You're in luck tonight, for we have some newcomers. Look at their shiny armor and fancy clothes. Let's see if they can survive against Tellernox. And the crowd is like, ah! Tellernox! Everyone's cheering and losing their minds. And he looks at you all and he's like, good luck. And he climbs over to near the crowd, and you see him slip his foot in a circlet of rope, and he gets pulled up out of the arena into the crowd.
Question.
answer.
Are there any ropes connecting anything in the room?
Good question. So let me explain the room to you, and this is where you've come up.
We don't get the big one.
You guys can choose what your order
Teller
is.
Knox needs the big one.
He's probably a big guy.
Yeah. You guys put yourselves as you should be. This is what you see in the room. These are spike pits. They're about 6 feet deep. You could climb through, but if you fall in, you would take damage.
You're dead.
The floor is all sand. That floor right there looks like it's curated mud. Like it looks like it's been sprayed just in a perfect area right there. That will be slow going. Yeah, unless you have something to mitigate it. Those areas right there are pits, and as your elevator locks into place, you see fires flare up out of them. Those are flame pits.
Yeah.
Oh.
Finally, you look
Aptly
around. Yeah. And you see 2 smaller elevators, 1 large elevator. You also see large bowling ball-sized holes all around the arena.
No ropes anywhere.
No ropes anywhere, no.
I don't want to play in this.
This sounds gross.
It might be a bad time to mention, but about 300 years ago, Tritons used to have gladiatorial games. We would take prisoners, and they would fight. You were outlawed. None survived.
This might be a bad time to mention, but I really have to take a piss.
As he is whispering and as Nami is cracking a joke here, Teller Knox! Teller Knox! And you hear chains. Just chains whining against the weight. And you hear a roar coming from beneath the wood over this. Echoes. The crowd goes wild. You see the ground fold down as a draconic-looking head pops up, and then another, and then another. And you see a Hydra.
Hydra.
Wait, I'm confused on what these things, how these, are we being lowered down on
There are
this
elevators
platform?
that come up, but there's a barrier, wooden or otherwise, that opens downward.
But like the one that we're on right now,
Yep.
we were below and now we're up.
That's right. Yep.
Our Hydra's in Bola.
And it's being lifted by chains from up above us, right?
Yeah. There are chains that seem like they went right into the floor level, like that kind of pull aside. So you
But
don't.
there are chains up above. Like
No.
No,
there
there's
are no
a
chains
rotating
above
pulley
you.
system that brought it up here, and we're the top of it, so that it goes back down below us.
Okay. Okay, so it's a...
Yeah. You know what though? I'm gonna amend that because I think I'm on the same wavelength. Yes, you see chains going from the corners of all of these elevators into a chain
each
pulley
one?
system. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's too cool.
Thanks.
You got it. Also, these pillars do extend the entirety of the length, so they climb the 60 feet to the dome. And with that, this Hydra seems to have manacles around all 5 of its necks, and it starts roaring, and it's like fighting against the chains. The crowd is going wild. They're just cheering, and people are leaning over, just so excited about it.
We're at a WWE match.
Yeah, basically.
Do we see a fish tank anywhere?
No, you are not in the Xanathar's private chamber. And in fact, you hear a, "Let the games begin!" And at once all of the manacles fall to the ground, and the Hydra looks like it's about to race towards you. And I think y'all know what that means.
Benishabib!
Good.
Wonderful.
I did alright. But just alright.
Well, apparently, there was not a dice that was rolled that wasn't single digits.
Okay, well, here we go. Name.
17.
17. Pretty good. Enid.
10.
10. Weisler.
I am a 12.
Okay. And Heidi.
7.
Okay.
Bringing up the rear
Well.
with yourselves.
Don't hate on the rear salves.
I will, and I do.
And with that, this Hydra foot pushes into the sand and it starts rushing towards. In the distance, even as it approaches, you can see scars in its scales. This is not its first fight. So, Nami, you're up.
Question.
Yep.
Are Hydras from the Feywild?
New.
Are they in
But You have been reading about monsters. So
Are they? They're not in Volos.
they're not in Volos, so I will give you a history check to tell you what I can about them.
Okay.
Is there anything that is on the ceiling at all that I see that I
go
could
ahead.
affix something to?
I think at the top of the chains you could. There's like loops kind of where they go in. You could tie something, like the chain links are also like this big.
Is there anything, but like within the dome, do I see like there might be any nooks that like...
I think it's
could
pretty
affix?
smooth. I think it's
Okay.
smooth. In fact, it's like painted kind of a reflective bronze. It doesn't look like it's actual bronze, but it's like reflective paint. And there's torches all along that are reflecting down off it, which makes us seem pretty bright.
I rolled a 4 on my history check.
Yeah, you don't really know anything.
Enid don't know shit about
You've just
hydrants.
never read about them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move 30 here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna move 30 up, climbing up the thing.
Okay, cool.
And that's my movement.
That is your movement.
And
So
that was...
you did a bonus action dash there?
Yes.
Yep. You
And-
got an action still.
With my action, how high up is this thing? Do I think...
How tall is it?
Yeah.
It's about 10 feet tall. Hold on, let me see. Are they huge? They're huge, so it's 15 feet tall. So there's 35 feet between it and the ceiling. Wait, no, I said it's a 60-foot ceiling.
Do
so
I feel
there's-
like it could like reach one of his heads up and bite at me?
Not if you're... Where are you at?
30
You
feet
climb-
up on the pillar?
No.
So with my action, I'm going to take some of my rope
Yep.
and tie it around the thing
Cool.
in a special way.
Yeah, you got Mariner's bracers, so you tie it nice and tight. Cool. Whistler.
Okay, well, I am going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And from where it's at, I've actually got these walnut shells that I'll start.
Nice.
I'll be like, but you're absolutely confused. Please make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
This feels familiar.
With
This
a
feels
pre-roll.
familiar.
No.
Fails.
I cast Confusion, so it can't take reactions, and on its turn it has to roll a D10 every time.
Got it. I'll pull it up so I can read it on
Yep.
its turn, but if you want to finish, yeah.
That is those two, and then I will use my bonus action to say, Hydarion, remember to put on a show. You're bardically inspired.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Enid, it is your turn.
Okay. Can I get off the platform and be like over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, please.
Right here?
Sure. I would like to invoke my tides
Okay.
and do firebolt.
Firebolt.
12 plus 7.
I believe that is a hit.
Sorry. Huh?
I believe that is a hit.
How wonderful. So that's some 10s. 5 and a, what is that? A 6. Which is 11.
Yes, it is. You shoot the bolt
You
out,
proud?
fire hits it, and it roars. It like rears back on its back legs, on its hind legs, and its claws are, and its heads are kind of like just serpentine, like writhing around.
So it looked like that really hurt.
It definitely looked like it really hurt. Yeah.
Okay.
Confusion's not a charm, is it? It's not. you're
No,
not charming
it is not, in
Okay.
fact.
All right, cool. Okay, with that, we will go on to you, Heidi.
Alright, so Heidi is gonna run this way. And as a bonus action, and kind of happening simultaneously with his action, I'm gonna use the bonus action to cast Slayer's Prey at it.
Okay.
And then as my action, I will use Hunter's Sense. It's gonna be like, you look familiar. What traits do you have? Sir, could you please
Tight.
tell me
That's cool.
immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities, what they are, and if Is hidden from divination magic.
Yeah, so unfortunately there's not a lot that you learn there. It doesn't have any immunities or vulnerabilities. I think you can say, based on seeing what happened with Enid, fire seems to affect it more. You're not sure in what way. It doesn't seem to be vulnerable. It is a monstrosity. What else do I need to tell you?
That's it.
You know what? I'm going to do this. Its armor class is 15.
Okay.
You've learned that.
Cool.
Okay. And with that, it is its turn as it sort of roars in the pain. It is, in fact, going to take a dash to get to you, Heidi.
It's got to. It's
got to roll that D10,
please.
doesn't it? Oh my god, I hate confusion. And I hate you. I hate all of you. Oh god, what happens on
It
a
doesn't
6?
move or take any actions this turn, and it has no reactions.
Alright, you see it try to move, and it's just... And you hear the crowd like, boo! Boo!
It can make another save. I would like you to pre-roll at disadvantage, though.
Can do. That is another fail, and you hear the little announcer like, unsporting-like, isn't it? Warm them up, boys! And you hear... Bzzz. Coach and Lydia, roll me a d20.
7.
Not 20.
Okay, where is the 20? Oh my god! You all hear... and an arcing bolt of lightning shoots between point 7 and point 20. The smell of ozone. Whistler, you shield your eyes from the cracking flash. It does seem to miss everybody, but cracks across. The crowd is like, ah! They're all cheering and clapping, and you continue to hear the sort of in the background. Nami.
20 on that?
That'll be your turn.
Um,
Yeah, waste of a nat 20 there, huh?
I am going to... Every way I count it, that's still only 30 away. I think I'm going to actually hold my action if the Hydra comes within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
That's going to be my action, but I can use a bonus action
Yes,
now.
you can. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have anything amazing I can do other than nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Held action. Whistler.
Okay. Suppose there's nowhere to really go to escape these.
That might be the point of that.
So I'll stay right where I'm at. I'll pull out my pennant, and I'll start waving it completely ridiculously. Just
All right.
doing a mini dance.
I'll let you do your action and also roll a performance check.
Thank you. And I'll be like, everyone, while it's confused, take each one of its heads. Let me roll a d4. The two of you are also...
I already have one, so if that can't
You have a
stop-
bardic?
He gave me a
Oh,
bardic.
yeah. The two of you are bardically
You're right,
inspired
you
then.
did. Yep.
Thank you. And it's at 8, right?
Yes, it is a D8. I got an 18 on my performance.
You hear the boos and jeers where people are like, "Wah!" like clearly annoyed by the magic. People at least quiet down. You neutralize where they were. They were negative. They've gotten neutral.
Okay. I don't think I have anything for my bonus action right at the moment. I'm holding that. Yeah, I'm gonna stay put right
Just
where
chill?
I'm at. Yeah.
Enid, it's over to you.
You're going to walk through the pit?
No, I'm just counting how far away it is.
Oh.
You're gonna get pitted.
I'm gonna get I would
Don't
like
pit yourself.
I would like to do a chromatic orb, which has a range of 90 feet, and I think he's within 90.
He definitely
and
is.
I get to choose the damage type, which I will choose fire.
Okay.
And it's a level 1 spell.
Yes, it is.
I rolled an 8, and that's going to be plus a 7.
That is a hit.
Wonderful. So that's 3d8.
It's really weird going from Manchun to this.
Yeah, right.
God, hitting things, right? 7,
Another
8.
11. You're nothing if not consistent. And can you roll me a D100?
I would love to do
Let's see what happens.
At least you're resistant to fire.
Oh God, we're still close though.
I'm not sorry yet. So that is a 10 and a 7. Does that mean it's
That would be a 17. I'm going to give you the option to re-roll this, because it is one that's happened, or take it.
Don't you have a... you can't do Bardic to...
I'm just letting her choose if she wants to see a different effect.
I
or
want to see
take
different.
it. Okay. That is what led to the fireball last time, but
Yeah. Just choose a different one.
yeah, choose a different one. It's more fun.
So
30 even.
30 even.
You can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see.
Right now? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which way you want to go?
There's no, like, large platform.
Nope.
Are these flat on the top?
No, they
They go
connect
to
to the
the-
dome.
Oh. Sure, you know what? I'll just, like, teleport over there.
That might be a little far for 60.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 50. 60 could go to either one of these.
Can I make it just, like, across the room over there?
Oh,
yeah.
Definitely there.
And as you do, there's like a confetti of colors, and they sort of fly over to the room and reform. Make a performance check. Let's see how people enjoyed that.
Okay. I rolled a 5.
All right.
Pretty good charisma though.
Yeah, I
You
do.
do.
So that would be plus a 4, so 9.
People seem to be still neutral where they were. They're kind of settling in for the fight, like, all right. Like, nobody's cheering right now, but nobody's booing either. They're sort of like just settling in, like, here we go. All right. With that, it would be you, Heidi.
Alright, let's get on. 10, 15, 20, 25. So we'll hold our action until
Okay.
it's adjacent. And as a bonus action, we will cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay, cool. You got Hunter's Mark and the Slayer's Prey. And on his turn, he will...
6 again doesn't do anything.
Absolutely nothing. All right, I'm still going to say that knocks the crowd to negative because they're just watching nothing happen.
Jesus.
So they're just like, boo! As it's just like trying to move. Doesn't seem like it's doing it. You see a couple people like being
This
bored.
is by
There's no
far
blood.
the worst predator I have ever seen.
And you hear the sort of jester dude. He now swings on his rope sort of in front of the crowd. And he's like, let's spice it up a little bit. Reposition. Roll me a d20. Actually, let's change it up. Sean and Raven, if you guys
You also
could
get a
roll me a
wisdom
d20.
save for,
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
creature.
Did you want me to roll a negative?
6.
Nah, I'll let you roll it regular.
I'm
I'm a 15.
No, definitely not.
6.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
6
From
to 19.
Porthole 6, and, okay, so none of you. From Porthole 6 and Porthole 19, you hear this and wind. You can see it kicking sand up, and it's pushing. And in fact, it sort of catches the broadside of the Hydra and pushes him over 10 feet. And then it kind of winds down.
Does it blow out any of the fires?
No, it does not. And you all see the chains on the other two sort of... They start receding up into the ceiling. Nami, it is your turn.
How... Okay, if I'm on the pillar, which is here,
Oh, thanks for the subscribe,
Then-
Devin.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can't even get to it, even with a crawl down and a dash. So I'm 30 feet up, 30 more is the ceiling.
Correct.
Damn it. I was hoping it would just come to me. I don't know why. I am going to... 30 down, and then... Can I get to it within 30?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Is it within 30 feet
You're
of me,
right.
actually?
You're right within. Yep.
So would that have released my held action if I'm on the pillar? I
I
said if it got within 30... Oh, but it's not my turn anymore.
Yeah, and it would have
Anyway,
been... Yeah.
I'm a dummy. But it is within 30 feet of me. Right?
Well, it's within 30 after you climb down the pillar.
But it's...
You would have to...
Wouldn't it still be 30 plus my dash?
Yeah, 30s plus your dash to get there. And by the way, Devin just hit us up with 500 more bits. Thank you, sir. That is another divine
buddy.
pre-roll.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to crawl down and I'm going to make it... No, that's going to take all my movement and then I can't disengage. And I'll be fucked. Oh my god, this is so crappy. And my shirt just got stuck on the table. Okay, I'm going to crawl down. That's 30, then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I still have my rope with me.
Okay, yeah, got it.
I'm
You're
holding
pulling
on
the
to
rope
it.
down.
And I'm just going to look at it and start calling out all this crazy shit. And like, come on.
All right, go ahead and roll performance. You do it, but people then also see that it's clearly stuck, and people are like, they look like it looks like you're losing them a little bit. People want blood. They just see a stuck Hydra. You're up, Weasler.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Cheeky bastard.
We got nothing going on here. God. What's its name again?
I definitely know it. Tellernox.
Tellernox. Alright. I'm going to do a minor illusion that's right above it. So it can go up to the sound of a scream. But it'll just be a voice, but it'll be like, Tellernox or Tellernot for the crowd.
All right, go ahead and roll a
This is so
performance.
bad. We are the least entertaining.
I'm doing my best. I'll re-roll it.
Okay, all right.
With your...
That's a 21.
All right, you do hear people, like, at first they're kind of like, oh, okay. People are kind of laughing and people kind of sitting forward a little bit. I think you've got them back to neutral. They're not overjoyed, but people are at least not like, screw this. People are at least paying attention.
You should tell them about the guard coil.
Enid?
Hey, Coach, will you move me into the corner right there? No, other
This one?
Yep. And then I will do another firebolt with some tides.
Yes, ma'am.
The tides that bind. 2 5s.
That would be a miss, I'm afraid.
Plus a 7? Okay, so I'm going to use my Bardic.
Okay.
So what am I at now?
17.
No.
10 plus 7.
Is...
I'm a
you don't
7
add the
plus
2
5.
5s you roll.
Oh my god, I don't know.
She's at a 12. Roll it.
17 minus 5. 12.
There it is.
Plus
Got it.
another 3.
That is a hit.
Okay.
I'm concentrating too. Thank you, my dude.
Alright,
The seahorse in jail. Get it back out.
an 8 and a 5.
I did that.
Okay, that is a 13. Not bad.
I did it.
It slams into it. It's like trying to growl, but its heads are sort of like looking in random directions. It is confused. Hydarion.
All right. 25. Motherfucker. I would have had it if your stupid wind hadn't happened.
That's the way it goes.
Just this way it goes. All right. All right. we are going to cast Zephyr Strike on ourselves. So movement of 60 feet.
Okay.
An advantage on this. So, let's see, we were here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I got 20 more movement left. Means I do have to drop Hunter's Mark. Because I believe they both are concentration.
You're right.
But that's fine. Alright. So, rolling with advantage on this.
Yep. That is a hit.
Cool. And then 2d4, d6 for Slayer's Prey, d8 for Zephyr Strike.
Yes, sir.
Good. So 5 plus 8 plus 6. 5 plus 6 is 11 plus 8 would be...
17?
11 plus 8 would be 19.
Oh, sorry. I knew that.
Second
My
attack.
human calculator.
Of course
Second
it is.
attack. 13. Yep.
That's a hit.
Same one.
You lose your Zephyr Strike after that, right? It only lasts for one hit.
I don't know. I believe it's so, though. I think it's next strike, so.
Yeah, I think it is.
Let's see. That it would be 8 plus 6, so that'd be...
That is definitely 14.
14, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
And then... We'll action surge. Because we have Fighter 2 now.
Are you performing? Are you flourishing?
Oh yeah. So he's... I don't even think Hydarian really uses his trident more so for stabbing, almost like a slash, as he takes like the point of it and just rakes it across the scales.
I can dig that. Finally some blood hits the sand.
And since Zephyr Strike's advantage has gone away, we are attacking recklessly with the
bracers of the Barlgura.
13 will do.
Yep.
For 8 plus 6, 14 more.
Okay.
And last one. Yep. And then 6 plus, 6 plus 2. Ooh, that was a 3. 6, 8 plus 6 more, 14 again.
Damn. All right. With all those attacks, you come rushing at it, stabbing and slashing, and you see a big, scales get ripped off one of its heads. You drag the trident in, you twist, and one of the heads kind of hangs loose on flesh. And with your last hack, you hack it clean off. It is now down to 4 hacks. Make me a performance check, my dude.
We will, as we make that last hack with our, it's a 17 plus 0, so.
Alright, finally the crowd is like, alright! People start kind of clapping and cheering a little bit as some blood has hit the sand.
So he'll take a page out of Nami's book as he makes that last hack and spinningly takes his remaining 20 feet of movement. Zephyr Strike. I can disengage.
He doesn't have reactions anyway.
That's true. Yeah, so either way. But I think does Zephyr Strike go away on your next attack, or does it...
I don't know.
Either way, he doesn't have them, so
yeah.
It's a moot point. Alright, it is its turn. And it will see how it acts.
Fuck yeah!
It does absolutely nothing. The crowd's reaction again. People are like, get him, Telenox! Ah... Boo! Boo, spellcasters! The crowd's reaction goes to negative, or goes to neutral. Sean, roll me a percentile die. If you roll under a 50, they're going to throw things at you.
The fuck? Fuck this bullshit. Yeah, I rolled under a 50.
You easily duck as a tomato splats on the brick beside you.
My turn?
No. Some things happen now. First, you see those other 2 platforms. And 2 strange, insectoid, grub-looking creatures come up out of it.
Oh, man. Carrions?
Uh-huh. Carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders.
Stop.
Hydarian, what was your initiative?
I was a 7 straight up.
Right, so they're above you. As they as they come climbing up. The ringmaster again swings, is like, let's heat it up a little bit.
No.
Can I get the girls to each roll me a d20, please?
11.
11 and 12.
Sorry, Whistler.
Alright, you all see gouts of flame
Where's 12?
20 feet out. Gouts of flame just kind of immolate the area.
Okay.
And with that, Nami, you are
Are
up.
you ready for this? Is the crowd ready for this?
I'm
My
not
shirt
sure.
keeps getting stuck. Okay.
Oh, the Hydra needs to make a
Oh
wisdom
my God.
save.
Yeah. I'm keeping it as is.
Nope. Still confused.
Okay.
Dumb.
So, here's what Nami's going to do.
Okay.
5, 10. I got over there in 10. I'm climbing 30 up.
20 up. With your first action.
No,
And then
I'm
bonus
just all
action.
said and
Okay,
done,
okay, got
and
it,
then
got
I'll
it,
still
got it.
have a little left over.
Yep, got it.
So I'm gonna go up there, and then will it take my whole action to tie that rope, or would that?
I think it will. I think it takes an action to tie a rope. That's 6 seconds, so you gotta put it through.
Okay, and then with my remaining movement, I'm going to do cartwheels across the rope to right here.
Okay, tight. I definitely love it. Roll performance with
And I get
advantage.
a advantage on acrobatics
You do
anyway
indeed.
because of my bracers.
You do indeed, and then also roll advantage with on your performance when you get there.
Oh god. 16.
Oh yeah, no problem. You kind of tightrope out, get your
That was for my
footing.
acrobatics.
Yep.
And then performance. 18.
Oh yeah. People with that are like, okay, all right, woo! People kind of leaning forward in their
And
seats
with
a little
my
bit.
interact,
Yep.
I would like to pull my pipe and start smoking it.
All right, nice. Nice. People are definitely clapping. You hear some laughter kind of erupting in there. Oh yeah, nice.
I think Hydarian would even
you.
clap it along. Yes, Captain.
I wouldn't.
Nice.
I would scowl at Nami for making
Whistler,
that
you are
fucking
up, sir.
sound.
Whistler's like,
It's like
5,
that's how it responds to you.
25, 30. Back to here. I'm just like, ugh.
Out of tomato range.
Out of tomato range. Sorry, let me just check this real quick. 60 feet, yeah. Okay, well, to that carry-on crawler right there.
You might need to piece over just a little bit to see it.
Oh, might be.
Well, just because of this corner. You might need to be like right here to do it. Like maybe right in front of
Or
that
maybe,
hole.
maybe right there.
Maybe right here. Right here would do it. I think right here would do it. But I think right here you just
Actually,
you
we've
can't
got
see
a
past that.
Gotcha.
leveler over here.
Can you check if that's a fruit using the foot?
Alright,
I
Yeah.
guess. See
Yeah,
if it's
that
a
will cut
foot
the
using
corner.
the fruit.
alright, well then. Oh, fuck it. Oh,
Good thing we had a foot.
I'll fucking risk it.
No, you could have been right here and seen it.
I'm fine.
You're
I'm
good.
fine.
You're good.
I'm
You're
fine.
good. You're good.
Loudly. I think I'm gonna be like, I've never seen something so disgusting in my entire life. Does anyone want to see what its insides look like? I bet it does. Please make a wisdom saving
Okay.
throw.
Carrion crawler making a wisdom saving throw.
Fucking made it.
It's in fact it hits the ground and all these little centipede legs on it kind of like start skittering on the sand beneath you.
I mean,
You did call out to the crowd, so go ahead and make a performance check.
Oh,
so that's a 27, my dude.
People are definitely laughing and clapping with that. I mean, now people are getting a little more into the fight, at least because there's some bad guys on the field that are doing stuff. I hate being a DM. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. I love it. Enid.
I'm going to cast fly on myself.
Okay, cool. And I do believe that'll also be a wild magic surge.
It will be. Fucking fireball. All right, so that is a
Oh my god, I love it.
65.
If we need it.
6-5.
Holy shit.
No.
Up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet of you take 4d10 lightning damage.
just that one. 4d10 lightning damage.
4d10.
Right.
Get it.
Get pooped on.
My god. Wild magic is the best.
Carry on crying. Because you just got down.
So I got
Why
a
is
9
Carrie
and
on
a
crying?
6.
Mine's carry on crawling.
10, 11, 17, 18. So 20 damage.
Woo!
Fried carrion. Get your fried carrion here.
Lightning kind of burns into its carapace and some pus kind of oozes out and it's... it is, in fact, their turn. Enid, how far do you fly up?
The whole 60 feet.
The whole 60 feet. So you fly up to the dome.
Mm-hmm. I also want to do it, like, pretty.
Like Supergirl style?
Yeah, like straight up.
Like a small, old Supergirl.
Fuck off.
From the back of the crowd, it looks like this little blue thing.
Go ahead and roll performance, but I'm going to give you disadvantage. I think people are not impressed with the magic shenanigans. Flying away from it and stuff, that's not what they want to watch.
I rolled a 14 and I'm...
A 10.
Alright, I mean, they're pretty
Plus
jazzed
a
on it.
4.
They're pretty jazzed on it
I got an 18.
They look like they want to be, but they're also like, but I mean, that was pretty cool though, right? So yeah, I mean, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty good. People want to not like
Why
it.
don't
If you're
they-
flying
why don't
up
they
and
like
shooting
magic?
lightning as you're like...
Yeah, that's pretty cool. No, it is their turn. In fact, that carrion crawler, Heidi, you turn as you hear skittering across the sand as it races up to you.
Good.
To attack, sir.
Bring it on.
It will make its first attack with disadvantage because you did attack with the Barogoro bracers. And by the way, as you
Advantage,
frenzy...
not disadvantage.
Yeah, with advantage. As you frenzy, your mind starts to feel like it's maybe somewhere else for just a split second. And you're like filled with rage, and then you kind of have to close the door on it. That's how you get that advantage. Alright, it is attacking you as it rushes forward with a tentacle.
Tentacular spectacular.
That will, in fact, get you with a...
Touching you.
Yes, it definitely got you. So, you don't take a lot of damage, but this tentacle kind of hits you, and then it starts to burn. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please, my dude? That'll be 7 points of damage.
Oh no.
I'm gonna...
Don't you have a reroll? Don't you have a reroll?
Yep.
He's got his
know
sex
what?
speed.
Change my mind. Are there more
Okay.
fruit snacks down there?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do a pretty boy too.
What do you want?
10, you said Constitution.
Yes, sir.
Saving throw, that's an 11.
That is an 11.
Yeah.
Alright, you see this thing coming at you, and you turn, and a tentacle lunges out at you. You see it happen in slow motion as it lifts its head. A tentacle worms its way into your armor and pushes down into your clavicle, and you feel it pierce the skin, and you feel a burning sensation, and you then fall to the ground. You are, in fact, paralyzed.
No.
Damn!
Oh no.
Good. So I couldn't use my reaction to blind it as it hit me?
I think you've probably got to be
Yeah.
able to act in order to do that. And speaking of which, you hit the ground and look, and the tentacles open up, and you see these mandibles stretch open wide, and it leans down to bite you, sir. But you hear it crunching on your armor. Cannot get through your armor. But you can look down and see these dents in your armor. It is your turn. You, in fact, do not get a turn as you are paralyzed, but you do get to repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn.
Alright. 13.
That is a pass. You find looking up at it on the ground as it's sort of putting its weight over top of you, this like soft underbelly, kind of slug-like. And with that, it is the Hydra's turn. Let's see what the Hydra does. Hail Hydra. Not a 6.
Please get a 6.
No, it's just a 2.
2.
That's fine.
That does change though. What? Oh no. It's 2 to 6. It does the same thing.
Alright. Hydra does nothing other than try to repeat its saving throw. Oh, there we go. It's fine. Frees itself of its saving throw. My dudes, I would like you guys to please each roll me a d20.
I got a 10.
7.
Okay. 7 is right here. Sean,
Fuck me.
what was the other one?
10.
Wait, we need the footer.
Yeah, got
They're
me.
both on you. Alright. Well, I'm sorry about this.
Wait. It's right
You see-
here. And he's right here.
It got me.
He's right here.
All right, then it gets you. I'll take that. It gets you instead.
No.
All right, so Sean, you see it glow blue for a second before 3 streaks of blue force race out from it, striking you for 10 points of damage. And Nami, the same thing happens to you.
How?
Because this one, you're the closest to it now.
Oh, it shoots out this way?
Yes, it does.
But I'm 30 feet up.
It's a magic missile.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Fires,
didn't know.
fires a magic missile out of there. You take 8 points of damage. I need an acrobatics save from you, please. Can you have
Reaction.
spell damage?
Oh, wait, it has to be from an attacker
From an
that I
attack,
can see.
yeah.
First of all, wait, I need a pencil.
Pencil?
How much damage did I just take?
8.
8. And I get advantage on all acrobatics
You
rolls.
do get advantage on all acrobatics rolls, yep.
So I'm rolling to make sure I can stay on.
This is right. Just a 10. So you should be fine.
16
Yeah,
something.
It slams into you. You, in fact, grab an arm, roll with the force, and flip around it and kind of land back up on it. And with that, it will be your turn.
So, what I'm going to do is, as I'm right here on the rope,
Yeah.
I am going to hold on to it and hang by just my feet and, like, looking at the Hydra, shoot my crossbow.
I love that, first of all. I'm going to make you roll the attack with disadvantage because you're hanging, but if you do that, you will get an automatic crowd increase because it looks so cool.
Wait, I'm rolling the attack at disadvantage?
You're hanging
Why?
up. You're hanging upside down. That's a hard attack to make.
Sure. Whatever.
But you'll automatically please the crowd, which they're positive right now.
And I'm going to shoot with my crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm pretty darn sure I'm 30 feet away from that
You're
head.
definitely, yeah, you're fine.
Oh, come on, buddy. Wait.
You got a bardic.
5 plus... That was disadvantage, right?
Yep.
I just moved it, but it
Yep,
was
that's
5
okay. It was a 5.
plus
6.
6, which is
11.
So you're at 11. Okay, with your
plus
bardic. That does it.
Yeah.
You definitely get the hit.
6.
You hang upside down, like, by just your feet. I think you kind of tie it, like, as
You
you're
toe it?
spinning, and then you flip back around. Do you get sneak attack with ranged attacks when no one's adjacent to it? I think that's only when you're melee.
Let me just double check.
It's just your swashbuckler thing.
With an attack with finesse or ranged weapon. If you have
Yeah, but that's
advantage on the attack
regular
roll.
sneak attack if you have
Oh.
advantage. And in fact, you had disadvantage, so can't sneak it, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, you don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet. Damn it.
Yeah.
Or, just double checking.
Yep.
With an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon, if you have advantage, you don't have advantage on the attack roll if another enemy. Oh wait, that's just repeating. And then I got
Swashbuckler.
melee.
Yeah, because it's your swashbuckler
Wait, no.
with like a sword.
You don't need it. If I am okay, yep, you're totally right. So I don't get that, but I still got a delicious 2 plus 3.
All right. But more importantly, the crowd is now starting to cheer. People are getting into it. You have definitely entertained them. Whistler.
To go backwards for 1 second, if you want.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything with that carry.
Oh, I did not. I'm sorry. He actually was just going to chase you. 'cause
I
you were the
thought
closest
he
thing.
might. So.
But in fact, he even slides up on the walls, and he's like across the wall, and he gets to you right here. So it's kind of bearing down on you. Thank you.
Would that have been affected by the magic missile coming
No,
out
it
of
would not.
seven?
Nope.
It's just us.
It's just you.
Okay, so it's right on top of me then.
Correcto.
Okay. Actually, I can't stow the pennant and draw a weapon. So.
You got another hand free.
Yeah, but if I want to cast a spell, I can't.
Yeah. That's fair.
Actually, no, it's just verbal. Excuse me.
Just what now?
I just need verbal, so actually
Okay.
I can't do that.
Cool.
So I will.
There you go.
I will draw my rapier. But then I will. Sorry, just looking here. Yeah, I will start. And dissonant whispers will surround it. So
Nice.
please make a wisdom save at disadvantage.
Okay. What am I looking to beat?
15.
That is, I'm pretty sure, a fail. Yes, fail.
Okay, so first of all, I get this, and then I get to take an
You will.
opportunity
Yeah, you'll get
attack
an
as
attack
well.
opportunity as well.
All right, so here is the psychic damage. Well, typical. That's 10, 6, 17 psychic damage.
Okay, not bad. And then it flees a full move, right? Lid, can you move that thing 6 squares that way?
This thing?
And then I will expend a bardic as I hit with my opportunity attack
Nice.
to do some psychic bleed.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I think it's 3d6.
I think it is too.
Okay, so it's d8 and 3d6. There we go. 16, 19, 21 more damage.
Whew. All right, that thing is looking rough, and as it flees in terror, you rake across it, and like its kind of guts spill out, and as it runs, there's like this green slime trail between it as it's skittering away. At
I'll
full
use
speed.
my, I guess my one thing to be like, I couldn't stand to look at me.
Oh, it's pretty good. Roll performance for me. Straight up performance check.
I, with my tiger claw, will reroll.
Okay, yeah, good.
That's a 19.
Okay, with this, the crowd has reached +3. They are now cheering, and people are standing up, people are wooing, people are getting more excited now. Enid,
I will hit the wormy.
the wormy.
Yeah.
Can you be a little more specific? The Hydra?
No, the.
The wormy on Hydarian. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're all kind of worm-like.
I know what a Hydra's called.
Do you want to fly any closer, or do you just want to stay over
I just want to stay there.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, the one on Heidi?
With tides.
With tides, absolutely.
12 plus.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. 9.
Big 9.
Big 9.
Heidi, you're on the ground, and it kind of rears back, and you can smell bug cooking.
Ugh.
It's pretty gross. But, as furious as it is from the hit, it kind of looks back for a second, as it looks back down at you, and you see its tentacles fan out and come after you.
Good.
It is still attacking with advantage because you are prone.
Go disadvantage, sir.
So regular.
Regular.
Go to a regular attack with its tentacles. Go! Yeah. You kind of squirm out of the way, and you can see them slapping the ground, and you feel one kind of like drag across your face, and you can feel a liquid extruded from it that slightly burns your skin a little bit. And then it sort of, its tentacles flay out, and its mandibles open up. That is a crit, my dude.
Oh.
I don't like it.
I'd like to give this to Hydarion. Just right now, I know his turn's next,
Where
but
are all my D4s?
I hit him.
Where
on
are
the
all
steps.
I only have one of mine.
There's another one. Okay.
Hit him on the steps.
It's not that bad of a crit, to be
Walk
honest with you.
upstairs, It'll hurt your feet.
That'll be 13 points of damage, sir.
You're fine, right?
Not so bad.
I'm alright. I
Okay.
took a 7-hitter earlier, but
And it is your turn, my dude.
cool. Well, we're gonna stand
Yes.
fuck up.
Yeah, do that.
We're gonna kind of look at this boy, and we're gonna swing at him. This one right here. 18 will do. Bonus action, we'll transfer Slayer's Prey to him.
Okay, got it.
That was wonderful. 5 plus 6 on him.
Okay.
11 damage. Second attack. 13 plus 6
That
plus
is a
7.
hit. That's a hit, my dude.
So 10, 16 damage.
Whew! He is looking extremely rough right now. You jam it in and twist, and it tears open, and its innards just kind of start pouring out all over your trident and onto you. And as it does, you hear yourself like kind of shouting at it, feeling a little bit primal as you do. Make a perception check for me.
am I a demon?
Cool. With that, it is the Hydra I got bad news for you, my dude. That Hydra sees you.
Good.
And you're right there. It does have 4 heads now, not 5 like it had previously, but you did attack
No
recklessly.
5 head. Just a normal 4 head.
Not a Tyra Banks 5-head.
First attack gets you
Getcha.
for 8 points of damage. Second attack gets you with a crit.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my god.
For 22 points of damage.
How many heads are left?
2 attacks left.
R.I.P. Heidi.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
13 points. You hit the ground. It's got one more. It chomps
Is he
down.
about to be dead?
He's gonna have 2 failed deaths.
And it misses.
Oh my god!
You all see, and he's trying, and he's making these strange primal sounds. And in fact, you know what? You guys both make a perception check from your vantage as you see Heidi fighting this thing.
I critted.
Okay. You see the back of his neck, orange fur pushing up out of his armor. And he's... and it chomps into him a couple times. The last bite, right around his armor, and you hear the metal crunching. And it lifts him up in the air, and you see him drop his trident, and it kind of drops him, and he splats on the ground.
How far away am I from Heidi?
Well, you were the full
And you
60
have
feet
fly
up.
on yourself too.
Yeah. With that, can I get both of my dudes to please roll me 2 d20
Orange
as the cycle
fur?
is complete?
I got a
Yeah.
13
And
Yeah,
then 3.
orangutan?
13 and a 3.
over there.
Guess we'll find out.
Pete's carry-on crawler.
Yeah, that is going to hit that carrion crawler.
Eat it.
He's going to make a dex save. He does pass, so he's going to take half.
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh, I don't know if it doesn't affect them. I'm sorry, I just...
No, the lightning
was in the
does.
way. Okay.
The magic missiles are directed. Pretty good hit. Takes 9 points of damage. You see, you smell ozone, and again, the smell of cooking bug.
Protein.
Cook bug.
And with that, Nami, it is your turn.
What I am going to do is the more we please the crowd, the more.
The crowd is at a +4 right
What
now.
does that do for us?
It means you're pretty good. It means you're close. The crowd is losing their mind.
So the
And you got the impression that the Xanathar would drop in if it was something really
okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my tinderbox
Yep.
and flourishly light it, and I'm
Nice.
going to set the rope on fire. And as it burns in
Cool.
half, I'm going to swing around that pillar and
All
land
right.
gracefully.
Yeah, you do so. Make an acrobatics check. And with that, I'm not even going to make... because that's kind of your action to do, so I'm not going to even make you roll performance.
12.
12 on acrobatics? That's it? You're
I
just
have
a +2?
+2.
Oh, that's strange. Okay.
I mean, if it was athletics,
Yeah.
it's still a +2.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead and re-roll. Let's see.
I mean, if it was something else... it
Okay,
would
you got a
also be
12.
that.
You make it. It's not super graceful. The rope splits just a moment before you're like, this is going to be, oh shit! Like it splits a second before you expect. But you do recover and manage to and kind of hit the ground. And with that, the crowd is cheering. There is a person down. Looks like it's going to get eaten by Pteronox. And you're doing all this cool rope stuff. People are losing their minds. People are cheering and going wild.
So you're down on the ground, down
Yeah,
here.
down around that
And that was
pillar.
my action. I still have a bonus action,
You do
don't
still
I?
have a bonus action, no question.
So I am going to get right here.
Okay.
Yeah. With my dash.
Okay. Enid, it is
Yeah,
your turn.
Nah, it's my
Oh, I'm
turn.
sorry. Trying to skip you. Oh, Desert Raven Gamer coming through trying to save you, Coach. There's one more.
That's one
The
person who
last
cares.
of the divine pre-rolls. One person who cares.
I will... I got a free hand now because I stowed the pennant. I'll be like, I don't think we've seen the last of this warrior. And I will healing word you, my dude.
Sweet. Healing word. Healing word.
I'll knock it at a second level, my dude. So, sorry, but you get back 7, but
It's alright.
something.
Cool.
Healing Michael heal.
You are at least alive for right now.
And I'll hold on to. Everybody use their bardics at this point?
Yeah.
I'll be like,
No,
I'll
actually.
be like, does a bardic goes away when you go down to
Probably.
0?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I just don't think you can use it on a death save.
Okay.
I don't think it goes away.
All right, then I'll hold on to. I'll actually. I'll just pull out the pennant right
Okay.
now. Yeah. Or I had it out.
You had it out because it was a word.
I'll just hold on to this. Yeah.
Okay. Enid.
Okay. Enid will dispatch Bumble.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
You pull it out, and he's like, Heidi's down!
Is it a bonus action to do that?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. Does he get an action now?
He goes at the end of your
my
turn.
turn. Okay. So with my turn, I will do my level 1 Chaos Bolt. Why not?
Yeah, okay.
And I'll target the Wormy.
Okay.
Yes.
The carry-on crawler.
There
Got
you
it.
go. Okay.
You know what its name is.
I rolled a 19.
That is a definite hit,
Okay,
yes.
so it's 2 d8s and a d6.
What are you hitting it with?
You
It's
don't
just
know
to
till you
determine
roll,
it.
right?
Oh, Chaos Bolt. I was
Did
thinking
you already
of the
spend
orb.
one of these?
Hmm?
You already spent your extra?
I got
Your new?
a, I got
Oh,
a,
okay.
I got a new.
Okay, so I got a 5 and a 7 and a 1.
Just pick a damage type. He's not.
Fucking, I don't
Alright,
know,
I
fire.
don't care.
Just everything's fire
All
right
right.
now.
It slams into it. Heidi, you're looking around as these Hydra mouths and this carry-on crawler. Suddenly you see the carry-on crawler turn like an orange glow, and you see light come from its mouth and just burned bug guts drop all over you as it explodes from her chaos bolt. And Lydia,
Yes.
it is that time.
It is that time.
Time indeed.
65. Didn't I just roll
That
it?
is the exact same one you just rolled, so let's re-roll it.
82.
Wow, 82. I don't know that we've ever rolled that high.
No, we stay in the 20s.
You can take another action immediately.
All right, I'll use my action to... Can I use my action and use tides?
I think so, because you can yeah.
Okay, I'll do a firebolt.
Okay.
At the Hydra.
Yeah.
Fucking
Got it.
Got him.
So a 7 and a 6.
It's a 13.
Yes. And now it's Bumble's turn.
Yes, it is.
Bumble will also shoot a firebolt.
Nice.
He rolled a 14.
Yeah, that's a hit. Damn.
And Bumble got 6 damage.
Okay.
It's a little firebolt.
But yeah, I mean, you just like, and he does the exact same motions, and like your two hands move in exactly the same, and 2 firebolts slam into it, and
man.
it roars in pain, but is still standing. This carry-on crawler is going to rush you, Whistler. It looks like it just has you at 30.
5,
10.
15, 20, 25, 30.
As its front kind of comes up, even though its little legs are still propelling it, and you see these tentacles kind of like start writhing towards you. A tentacle attack, my dude. Where is it? There we go. It misses. You just barely kind of duck out of the way. Actually, what is your armor class?
14.
Yeah, it does miss. You duck out of the way and kind of slash at it with your rapier. It kind of wraps around the rapier, and you pull it, one of the tentacles gets cut, and you see this greenish fluid flowing down the blade. And then after that, it rears back, it opens its mandibles, comes down to try to bite you. Does get you on the bite. For 9 points of damage, sir. It chomps into your arm as you raise it to try to block the attack. Heidi, it is your turn.
All right. we will stand up and kind of grab our trident as you so described. Bonus action, we're going to use a healing boy.
Yep.
Because we're not feeling good. So 6 plus 5, that's 11 plus 44 plus 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
15.
Right, 15, cool. And then we're gonna, let's see, so I have 15 more feet. Yeah, we're gonna scoot boogie this way.
Oh my god.
And we're
You
gonna
can't help but you live longer.
No. Oh man, fuck it.
We're
We're gonna
taking that
attack
out of here.
recklessly.
Okay. I love it.
Alright, and I don't even think he like even realizes he went down. Like he just gets right back up and starts going back at it.
I think you see him hop up to his feet, and he's growling and snarling as he races over, and he stoops a little as he does it.
The job must get finished.
That's a hit.
15 will do.
So, Enid, you did a total of
A
16
lot.
damage to it last turn, to the Hydra.
Alright, let's see. We've got 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 6 is 18.
Nice.
And then second attack. 19 will
That
do.
is a definite hit, sir.
7 plus 6 is just 13.
Okay.
And you got 22 hit points now.
And with that, you have stacked enough damage on this thing that as you rush over, you start hacking at it. But dude, you're feral. You take your shield and kind of wrap it around the head closest to you. Take your trident and poke until it sticks inside. And with both hands, just twist and pull. And you tear its head from its body. Hydra blood spills all over your armor. And you revel in it. You're like, ah! And the crowd goes absolutely crazy. People are screaming and cheering and like hooting. Hoot!
With the blowfish.
They are hooty. With that, it is its turn. It does turn to you, and it's just in a frenzy. It's gnashing its teeth all over the place. It's just snapping at you.
Which frenzy boy will frenzy more?
First attack on you is a definite hit. Woo!
Alright, here we go.
For 13 points of damage.
Down goes Heidi.
He's still up for
Oh,
now.
Yeah, for now.
Second attack comes at you. What's your armor class?
19.
That is a miss! It chomps down at you, and you raise your shield, and the impact, it like hits its nose on it. You slide back. Boom!
The next head is now blinded.
Nope, it's the head that made the attack. It
Well, the
specifically
second
has some
head
blinded
then
rules.
is blind.
But yeah, ink in its face, and that head will remember that one of its attacks next turns is a disadvantage.
Which
Second
head is
head.
blinded?
Second head.
Second head.
That one?
Yeah,
Sure.
second attack.
Its head rears back, and you see ink all over it, and people are like cheering at that as well. It makes its final attack with its third. Good head. Oh!
That's 3 this battle, I would
He
like
was
to say.
gonna go down, probably.
All right, 15 points of damage with another crit as it bites you again, and you guys can see that his armor is just like crinkling. And in fact, a big chunk of the back of it falls off, and you see patches of orange fur poking through his
And
through the
none of
hole
us know
left
why
in it.
this is happening.
No, none of you know why it is happening. At the top of the turn, you hear everyone's cheering and clapping and crapping their pants, and they get quiet for a second as you see this warty orb with a massive eye in the middle and 8 eye stalks. It's this kind of purple color on top that fades down to a yellow, descends from a previously unseen shaft over the audience chamber, and it just comes down. And all of the eye stalks seem to be taking in the entirety of the battle as the Xanathar has arrived to watch the conclusion of the fight.
Zanny.
Do we have any,
Yeah, absolutely you do. And we'll go back to the beginning. Coach and Lyd, you're up first.
10.
Oh, suck at 18.
10 and 18. Nami, I need you to make me a dex save.
Why?
Well, because fire is shooting out of that hole. It's an old fire hole. You can have it with your...
4 plus 5, so that's 9.
You take 14.
Halved, right?
Yeah, I think... Can you have it with that? Or is it when you
Evasion.
normally would take half, you take nothing?
When you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex save
Yep.
to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed and only half if you fail.
Yeah, so you take half that.
So what was that again?
It was 14,
so
you take 7.
51 minus 7.
As flame
is-
just...
Would be 44.
Oh, yeah. Yes, 44.
Flame squirts out of that hole.
Flame squirt.
You got the flame squirts. You get enough Chipotle. Nami, you are up. You look up and see the Xanathar hovering over the crowd. Blinks his huge eye, taking it all in.
I am going to take out my flask of oil that I
Okay,
carry.
cool.
I don't know what's in my shit.
Yeah,
and
you
I'm
got
gonna throw it across the floor and slide 30 feet to this head.
Sweet. I'm gonna let you do that for free. It costs you nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, you...
I just like scoot, like
Get
with
your
my rapier,
shoes.
like.
Yeah. You get your shoes all wet, now you're swashbuckling. Now
my
you're
God.
buckling swash.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Alright, and then I attack this blinded head with my rapier.
Okay. Yeah,
You said it
let's
was
do
blinded.
I did. Let's do it. I'm good
That's
with
why
it. I'm
I
good with
said
it.
what head.
I'm good with it. You attack the blinded head.
Technically,
Regular?
I'm still
No, it's
adjacent.
an advantage against
Okay.
blinded.
Swick. 19.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Nice. That is a crit.
And I get my.
you get your sneak attack.
Double.
So what do I do?
Everyone's a critic.
And I get to double my sneak?
You do
And you
indeed.
said horse crit was bad.
Horse crit was bad.
And
so
it's, do
everyone's
I
a
double
critic.
my +3 too, or the +3's only once, right?
Plus 3 is only once.
Okay. 12.
Here, I got you. 12, 20, 30,
I got that far.
41 plus 3. That's 44 points of damage.
And I will.
Hang on. You come sliding across the oil, find the blinded spot, and as you come up with your rapier, you line it up, jab it right through its eye, into its brain, and twist. And the whole beast kind of shudders for a second, stumbles. The other two heads kind of look at each other, and you can see their eyes like aren't focusing or seeing anything, and they nip at each other, and it falls to the ground. And the crowd... Everyone is cheering. People are losing their mind. And it is dead. You have killed the Hydra. We're going to skip the having to kill the carrion crawler. It's an incredibly near death. Unless you'd like. You want to get the death blow, please?
No.
No, do it.
I want to do something to the Hydra.
Give in to your anger.
Alright, well, I'm gonna dissonant whispers it
Cool.
again, please.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Fails. Oh, we're not going to roll it. It turns from you as you raise your sword triumphantly, and it falls to the ground, and it's sort of squirming and twisting on the ground.
By the way, I wanted to bonus action drink my healing potion.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I go up to the Hydra?
44 plus
Yeah, absolutely.
4.
I would like to take
44 plus
2
4.
remaining heads and form them into a heart shape where the heads are touching. I'd be like, to our gracious host, the Xanathar.
Nice. Make a performance check for me. I'll give you advantage on that because you guys just knocked it out of the park.
Let's see, that's still a 13.
Okay. All right. I mean, people are clapping and cheering, and you see the Xanathar just kind of watching. Impossible to read facial expressions. You see it turn for a moment, and it like half of its eyes turn to something else, and the other half on you, and it then ascends back up into its portal. And with that, you see the elevator that you ascended from. Or I guess rather they would need to signal that you need to get on it because it came down. So on the other hand, the jester kind of slides down and is like, "Congratulations to the newcomers! You slew the venerable Hydra and looked good doing it. Back to the pits with you! Back to the pits! All right, everyone, stick around for the next fight. We've got a great one." As you guys head to the elevator.
I'm gonna minor
gonna
illusion flower
unconsciously
petals
roll my body
as
that
I
way,
walk.
I guess.
Just
I'll
Yeah,
do
you
it
like
too.
that one,
I have
aren't
minor illusion.
we'll just flower petal it.
All right, we'll assume that he spend a healing word on him, and he's back up. He was down.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
unconsciously
Yeah.
roll my body that way.
All right, you're throwing flower petals,
You flop over with your fucking fur.
and you all get onto the elevator. It begins descending, and you get to the bottom. And there is the dwarf Amerigo. It's like, that was a good fight. The boss has asked to speak with you. Made quite an impression, you did. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight, everybody. Congratulations. That was a fun fight. Hope you all liked the arena.
That was
I
dope.
hated it at first, and then I was like, okay, I can make this work.
Yeah, cool.
That's not-
All right.
that was good.
2 more sessions left. Going into the
more
Xanathar's
plays.
lair. And then what? And then what?
And then we make love to our lovers.
I thought we already had that accomplished.
Accurate. Done.
Get your sex speed.
Cool. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you Tuesday night for Chronicles of Peril. We will see you next Sunday for the continuation of this.
And
Which Macolites is on this week? I'm off. Is it Corey tomorrow night?
We were all messed up because of
I know.
Shannon's birthday.
I'm all messed up because of the daylight savings time. That's what it is. I'm gonna use that as my excuse.
Potentially tomorrow, potentially Wednesday.
Either Monday or Wednesday. We have another game coming at you. I think it's Wednesday night with Wiley.
Believe so.
And yeah, we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out. Bye bye.
Thanks, y'all.